What do you feel about a
You
cake
could
that
take
grants...
You could take an additional one from second or first level if you'd like.
I could. Most
And
of the
then-
ones I haven't already taken are also butt.
You can
Bud is
cast them
a
at
Bud
the
is
third
a
level.
level 4 spell, Steve.
It also felt kind of sad to not take a third level spell when I had
Yeah.
a third level spell slot.
There is that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should I be recording? I guess I should record.
You should be recording. Everybody should record their own audio.
All right, we get it, Jason. You don't
Is that
need a
how this
slave
works?
driver.
And
Yeah,
I'm recording Steve's audio, so just
How are you doing that?
yeah.
Do you have a bug in there somewhere?
It's a magical trick.
Do I want to know where that bug is?
It's a service.
I already do.
Well, Jason, would you like to start the podcast
Yes.
before I recap where we ended off?
Yes,
Or...
that is our tradition. I think that would be great. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Total Party Kill. This is Eglath's Angels. This is like session 8 that we've done. It's been more than a year since we started, and we're not done yet. Now you're Dungeon Master for the last 90 years, Scott McNulty.
I think in 2 or 3 years you will be at the end of this adventure. I kid. So when last we left off,
It will be 5 years.
it will be 5 years. Well, maybe why don't we have people introduce their characters, and then I will recap where we are right now. So Dan,
There's been so many. Let's start at the beginning, shall we?
your
Oh
character.
dear, we don't have time for that for
okay.
sure.
No, definitely not.
I am Amlal, half-giant barbarian and brother of the late departed Eglath.
Sweet. Erica.
I am playing Presta Shibogan, an elven ranger who's a little bit taciturn and still kind of rolling her eyes at the way this party operates.
Join the club. Georgia.
I am Scale. I am a sorcerer from the Veiled Alliance, and I sniff.
Jason.
Only the key items are being mentioned here.
I am
Important stuff.
Carlos Danger Dwarf, a mull of some renown in the gladiator pits, except we met recently one of my former enemies, and he knocked me out in one hit, so maybe Carlos isn't as great as he thought, but he does love running and hitting things.
Who doesn't? Steve.
I am Kachka, a 3-green bard and lover of hootenannies. And
Lover of hootenannies. Isn't everyone?
everyone loves a good hootenanny, I think.
Hootenanny is actually...
But I love hootenannies just a little bit more than everyone else.
There you go. A skosh more. And Tony.
I'm Regdar, a totally normal guy who nothing as bad has ever happened to.
That's true. And
And
so,
he has a hat.
for people who are just tuning in for the first time, why are you doing that? For everybody else, we are playing on Athos Dark Sun. When we last left our player characters, they had encountered some Templars, who I did not think they would fight, but then I realized that I played them pretty much so that they would fight. So my bad, everybody. But just before they were going to be destroyed by Templars, the street that they were standing on collapsed into a cavern where they have encountered some strange fellows
Who we are also probably not supposed to fight, but probably will.
well, we'll see. Who seem to want the crown that Regdar is wearing that everyone forgot that Regdar had, except perhaps Regdar. And a stone hand has, I think, grappled Regdar, perhaps? I don't remember what happened with that stone hand, or was about to try to grapple Regdar. If only we recorded these things. Before that, you had found out some information that you're looking for the mysterious Shakwat beetles, and you had been given a clue, I believe, as to where you should go. Is that correct? Do people remember this part?
Yeah, there was like an outpost
Yes.
that was where the beetles seemed to originate from, and that we were going to go there the next day, but then we got stopped by the Templars because they're on the take from House Sham, and they were going to blame us for terrible things, even though they were the ones behind it. And
Templars.
we were going to come to
fair,
blows.
we had just done some fairly terrible things.
Well, that is true. And
Just not the
no-
terrible things they were blaming us for doing.
The kiln was too hot. There's no evidence.
So Fort Melodar is where you are headed to, where you
Melodrama.
will be headed to, until this cave-in led you to this particular battle, in which hopefully everyone, all the players, can see the Roll20 map that we're currently on.
I feel that we were meant to be here, my friends.
Yes.
And there you go. And one of the characters down here who is looks a little bit. Oh, here's the book. I will try to describe what he looks like. Probably this book doesn't tell me what he looks like. Nope, it doesn't. So he looks.
Imagination.
That's right.
He looks ugly.
He looks like
Trouble.
Trouble.
This is not going to end
Capital
well.
T.
Right here in Athos City.
He has a pop-o-matic dome and everything.
I like the little dog face that is drawn on the screen.
Right here in Tier City.
I think that's supposed to be a crown.
That's
But it does look like a little dog.
actually that is a hand.
It kind of looks like
hand.
Oh, that's the grasping hand.
Saying okay, because
okay.
we're going to be okay.
I can't unsee the little dog now.
I know.
It does look like a little dog, but
It's
it's
a
not.
hand making a little dog.
It's
It's like a shadow puppet.
Yes. A stone hand making the shape of a dog grasps Regdar.
That is like
one
three of
expected that.
Regdar's nightmares all in one.
And also one thing that you noticed while you were you all took damage from the fall. Remember that. And you noticed as you were looking at these guys that they're wearing armor, but it seems unusual because it's made of stone.
That seems heavy.
I don't seem to have a record of how much damage I took from that fall, so I'll assume it was 0.
I think it was 0.
I took 7.
Well, there you go.
I
Everybody
took
can
0 as well.
7.
just take 7.
Just take 7.
At least I'm
Didn't Dapper
down
Ride
7
have like
from my
blood
maximum,
squirting
so-
out of his groin or something?
Pardon?
All right. So and
I'm just looking at the picture. It
recording.
looks like he has some sort of a
It's a
bleeding
sash.
issue.
It's a sash.
Wrong.
Oh, it's a sash.
Very wrong.
Wow,
That's
bad
a Starbucks
case of sash.
so the guy with the sash yells out, "Get the crown!" And Stone Hand erupts from the ground. And let me look up the spell, and we will roll, and then we'll roll initiative. Oh, the spells are not in this book.
Book is garbage.
It is garbage. And if only I remembered what the spell was called.
Hey, Regdar, how badly do you want this crown? Just out of curiosity.
I believe. I mean, I don't know if we've checked recently, but I feel like it was pretty affixed.
Are you thinking it will come off with your head? Only?
I mean-
Is that the general concern?
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, I'm
I don't-
willing to barter. I don't know.
For your head?
Well, I mean, if
Don't you have like a voice that whispers in your head and tells you that things about like the crown and why you
I
have to
don't
keep
think
it?
I've really been broadcasting that, but you know,
That voice has been dormant for quite some time.
He hasn't
I think.
heard from that voice in a while.
yeah, that's why I talk so
That's
much.
the
is so-
subplot was forgotten.
I like to fill the gap.
I have a lot on my mind.
So does Regdar.
Oh. And
It's not that big of a crown.
let's see. What is the name of this spell?
Big
Does it-
B's grasping stone hand.
We need a season finale, so suddenly it's like, hey, remember Regdar's crown? We could use that.
That's right.
It's a seed that was
finale,
cleverly
but never
planted
gonna end.
earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the hardcore
called-
fans will say, wow, they planned this all along. It's a callback.
That's
Hard
right.
Plan.
That's
And
right.
then it ends with all of us dying in an alley as a tattoo erases itself from our arms.
I haven't forgotten about the tattoos.
Neither have we. Neither have
I had forgotten.
we.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
permanent, Tony.
Mine
They're
tattoos.
fixed to you.
Some
I
of
don't know
us
what you're
have them.
talking about.
All right, here we are.
I mean, some of our characters don't have those.
It's only
You don't
Kachka,
have to-
Regdar, and
Yeah.
Carlos who have them.
Yeah, only
No.
half of us have them. You don't have one. That guy died, Dan. That was 3 characters ago.
What if I have his tattoo because
All right.
we were brothers?
That's not how
Red
tattoos
Dar.
work. Brotherhood
How it
works.
works.
Oh, it's like a Corsican
Pretty sure it
Goliath
does.
thing?
I mean, I don't have tattoos that my brothers have, so.
You also don't live on Athos.
Regdar, give me a saving throw, please.
Oh no.
D&D is
Strength,
happening. No!
strength saving throw, if you please.
That's not my strength.
That's
Wait,
not good. Oh, ah.
Tony is freaking out.
I typed into the wrong window.
Privately sending me flash roll d20.
Oh.
So, with my strength modifier, that is an 11.
Excellent. That fails. So,
Does it fail? It doesn't. Fail seems really harsh.
okay, well, that's not a success.
I can agree to that.
So from the ground, a compacted soil hand rises and reaches for Regdar. You made a strength saving throw and you failed, so you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Is this hand in the shape of a dog?
It is in the shape of a hot pink dog. So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's a poodle then.
You are restrained. So the hand is around you.
Can we talk to the hand?
And
Well, the stone face certainly didn't listen.
the man in the corner there says, "We just want the crown. Give it to us, and you won't die." Now let's roll initiative because you guys are not great at not dying. So
No, just so everyone knows, Regdar is almost dead because he fell down a pit and then a hand crushed him.
What if we just don't engage?
all right. So scale. What's your initiative?
15.
All right. Umlal.
21.
21. Carlos.
4.
4. Kachka.
17.
17. Regdar.
Also 17.
Oh. Who wants to go first?
He's also 17.
Kachka or Regdar? Who goes before whom?
We'll say Kachka goes first.
Why?
Well,
don't
then
wanna go first.
I get to live a little bit longer.
All right.
You're probably that happens to you on your turn.
You never know.
Well,
I'm being
I take that
crushed.
back.
Yeah,
Something
I'm
bad
being
might happen to
crushed
you.
by a stone hand.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You're like, buck up.
Yeah, cheer up, man.
I've seen worse.
Could be
Suck it
worse.
up.
Could be 2 stone
Come
hands.
on. It's not like you've ever died before in this game.
It's never happened.
No.
All right. Umlal.
Hey.
You are in a
Hello.
pit.
Yeah.
You see there are stone columns there. This seems like it could have been... you all know that Athos is littered with buried ruins of a variety of types, so this could be an ancient ruin under the city. You can see what you see before you. One dude is up in the right corner there. He looks like he's the commander. There are 3 guard types. There are 2 people that look like they may be castery types, and another guy kind of hiding in the background there.
Oh, yes, I see. All right, well, this seems like a really great time to
And
rage.
if you look up,
I
you
thought you were going to say run away.
Run away.
Run away.
you see some Templars peering into the hole.
Well, call me crazy, but I think we're just not going to bother, dealing with those guys right now. They seem
Maybe
far
they'll
away.
fall in the hole.
Yeah, that problem will take care of itself, really,
mean-
when you think about it.
If we kill like these guys in stone armor, I feel like that might send a message that like we're not worth dealing with.
Come on down.
I'm gonna resize them
No.
because this is
Ah!
what they actually look like. So
These men are
They
giants!
don't look friendly.
Are you doing that so we can see what they look like, or are you doing that because that's how much space they take up?
I'm doing that so you can see what they look like.
Ooh,
Tracy
Okay, that's a relief.
that's much better.
Now we will
Put
go
them
back
back.
to our previous sizes.
Quick, someone use the shrinking spell. Ah, much better.
Well, they
I
are
went swimming
scary.
earlier.
Amlal is raging against the machine, and the machine right now is in the form of this guy over here, who we will
Form
run up
of?
to.
This
Form
guy.
of this guy.
The form of that guy. He's gonna do some attacking damage to that.
Right.
Oh, my favorite kind.
Yeah, it is the best. This is for sure.
Murder damage.
Murder damage coming right up. That's a 21.
That's a lot of murderage.
Does that hit?
Does that hit? Yes, it does.
Thank God, otherwise this fight will be over really
Yep.
soon. And I'm going to do 15 plus 2 because I am raging, so 17 damage to that dude.
All right. He doesn't care for that.
Tough noogies, as we say on Athos.
No one on Athos says that.
I coined that phrase, and I will collect royalties on it.
The noogie is a beast that lives in the far reaches of the desert, and they
It's
are
a
tough.
sand kangaroo.
Yeah, they're very tough. Hard to kill.
They're
And,
left over from a war between wizards.
And if you cook them, also very tough. I don't recommend it. They're not edible.
Left over from a war between wizard chefs. Yep, got it.
I would watch that reality show.
Me too.
Wizard Chef War!
Yes, they use dark magic and cilantro.
Starring Gordon Ramsay. 'Cause he's on
Cilantro.
every show, and he's probably a wizard.
I don't want to tell Dan that wizards
Dude,
aren't
some
real.
people really
so-
hate cilantro.
So you a wizard. All right, Umlal. Anything else?
I'm raging. I'm ragey. Yeah.
Rage it. Rage it.
Rage.
That's pretty much all I got.
Ketchka.
Actually,
Yeah,
shouldn't
man.
I go next? I was at 21.
Yeah, Presto was at 21.
Where?
She's 21.
21!
21.
Blackjack.
Then yes, you should.
But I wanted Alma to go
I
first.
tense for action and then untense very
Oh,
quickly.
I put your card. in,
I was hoping that Alma would do some damage so that we would have a baddie
Oh,
who was
see.
below their hit point maximum.
All right. Well, Presta, I apologize. It is your turn.
All right. Well, then I'm going to attack the same fellow that my good pal Alma attacked.
Okie dokie.
With my
Ultimate team up.
longbow, just shooting at him. Is 18 enough to hit?
An 18 will hit this person.
Right.
Who's just minding his own business.
All right.
He wasn't really minding his own business.
Go. 12 points of pokey damage.
12. Well, he doesn't look all that great.
Ooh, that's
He
good.
didn't look all that great before we hit him.
Hey-oh! Zing.
Tip your wait staff. Ketchka.
Yeah, man.
Would you
Let's
like to do
see.
something.
I am going to bust out my my guitar and fire
into the
off a thunder wave
Thunder.
right there,
Thunder.
which should hit the three dudes kind of semicircled around there.
Okie dokie.
So, thunder wave.
That's my new catchphrase, by the way.
Thunder.
Okie dokie.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, what's my target?
Your target is 15.
All right, the guard makes it. That guy doesn't.
These guys aren't made of stone,
Priest
are
does
they?
not. They are not.
Oh.
So
Because if
just
they were, they would have disadvantage on the saving throw.
well, good thing they aren't. Okay, give me the damage.
The damage is.
What's your damage?
Drum roll, please.
What's your damage, dude?
Thunder wave.
Like a wave of thunder!
Kochka's got her guitar,
14 is the damage.
and she learned how to make
14.
it talk.
So
Alright.
the ones who failed the save take 14, and the ones who did not take 7.
Excellent. Does anything else happen with Thunderwave?
No, that's pretty much it.
I think that's enough.
They don't get
That's
pushed
pretty
back
good.
or anything.
Thunder wave them goodbye.
And while my turn is going on here, I will inspire somebody.
Ah. Who are you
And,
going to inspire?
It could
I
really
always
be
wanted
any
to be
of
an
us.
artist.
I think I'll inspire Regdar since is he grappled?
Yeah, well, he's restrained, but yes.
Restrained. Is there something he can do to try and break the restraint?
He could do another strength check.
That's an ability check.
We're
Okay,
doomed.
cool. So I will give you some inspiration, which you can use on an ability check if necessary. Right.
So these people are also pushed 10 feet away from you.
On a shatter?
On a thunder wave.
Thunder wave.
This is shatter. I'm sorry, I meant to do shatter. My apologies.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, then,
Oh,
never mind.
All
We
of our
did the
thunder
right thing
jokes
for
are no
shatter,
good.
other than the name. So
All right. Ketchka, any other miscellaneous things you would like to do?
Any other misnamed things you'd like to do?
I kind of
Oh.
like that I'm surrounded by tough people. I'm going to stay where I'm at. So
Where it's at.
Thanks.
Also, Regdar is there.
Also, Regdar.
Present.
Regdar.
he's a lot tougher now that he's being held by a giant stone hand. Actually,
You are being held in Maximilian's earthen grasp.
No, am I being
That guy.
held in place, or am I being like crushed?
You are being held in place.
Okay, all right, so it could get worse.
It's impolite of him
As
to
an action.
grasp you without asking.
As an action, I can cause the hand to crush you.
All right.
great.
Well, Regdar's first instinct is to protect his organs. So
Collection of miniature organs.
Good.
That's
Any
what sets
particular
Regdar
one you
apart,
can
really.
think
It's
about,
a
or-
special power.
yeah.
Organ protection. Cast.
So
I didn't
Regdar-
realize Regdar had an organ.
I am gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
I might have one in my pack somewhere.
The whole
So
state of Oregon?
my armor class is now 14 instead of the much lower number that it actually is.
Excellent.
For 8 hours or until I put on real armor, which will not happen in the next 8 hours.
Or until you die.
If you want to look at the bright side.
Or until you die. So
Is trying to escape the grapple a move action or is it just an action?
it is a strength check.
Well, but can I still do that on my turn if I've cast Mage Armor or am I?
No, that would be a full action.
Okay. As a free action, can I check is the crown still kind of pretty solidly affixed to my head?
You can check. It seems to.
I'm assuming.
Dump it. I'll give it to you.
I've never taken the crown off. I've never successfully taken the crown off in its.
You have not, and it
Okay.
seems like it does not want to leave your head at the moment.
All right. Well, I'm gonna whisper to the crown. If you've got any grand ambitions, this would be a great time to, let's say, summon a sand tiger.
All right.
Putting that thought out there, Hat. You do the work. Because I'm getting crushed by this hand, and if I get crushed by a hand, you can't fulfill your epic hat destiny, and that's on you.
We check on Regdar and see that he is talking to his hat.
Yes, Regdar, ironically, is grasped by a hand, but he's talking to the hat.
He's whispering, though.
It's a lot like talking through his hat. But
I thought about using Mage Hand on the hand, but I just figured that would be unkind. Also, the stone hand is clearly
or
much
something.
bigger.
What is the sound of two magic hands clapping?
Well, one of the hands is much bigger than the other, so.
I also feel like at that point you're the baseball bat when you do the hand over hand thing.
Georgia, scale.
I am going to cast web on the two happy
web.
fellows over here.
Oh.
I like this.
Love the web.
Talk to the web.
Talk to the web.
You might say she's a webmaster.
Does whatever.
Let's see how it turns out. Then we'll call her web.
Oh, or a web.
I wouldn't say that.
You might.
I wouldn't.
A web mistress.
You might.
No, there's really no chance I would ever say that.
But you might.
No,
What if you did?
wouldn't happen.
That's funny. Okay, so each creature that starts its turn in this web must make a dexterity save. Alrighty. So we will do that next round. Or when my turn starts, actually. Anything else, Scale?
I send happy thoughts over to Regdar, trying to get out.
Can you draw the web square on there so we don't forget? I just like seeing.
Can we have it in green?
Yes, to both of those things.
Awesome.
Are these columns holding up ceiling, or are they just kind of sticking up into the air?
They're attached.
Poorly
to the
made,
ceiling.
if so.
They are ancient columns.
They didn't
I'm just
help us
wondering if
out.
maybe they could be targeted to cause the roof to collapse on some of these maps.
Again.
Further.
I'm
I
assuming.
feel like
On
that
us.
would hurt all of us since we're all down here.
Well, we don't have to knock them all down. Just the ones with
That's-
guys by them.
That's a 20-foot cube that is webbed at the moment.
Oh,
unless you
nicely
would
done.
Like it elsewhere.
That's a whole lot of web.
Are you happy with that web placement?
Could we
can
make
spin a web
them in
any
the
size.
center so that it's like just right outside of the reach of everyone else? Is that possible?
Like that?
No. No.
No.
No.
We want to make it harder for them to get out.
Harder
of
for
there,
them
right?
to get out, not easier.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yes, and maybe.
Yeah, there you go. That's some
oh.
serious web action.
Well, no, they're
Yeah,
right by
that
the
seems
edge
good.
now.
Yeah, can we move it one more down?
But then the
Like
We
web
want to
that?
get right in the center.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, it has to be aligned to squares, so...
That's
you
good.
have
That's
to be
good. I'm
aligned to
happy.
squares.
No,
take that
that's
back.
okay.
Nope, that's good.
All right. I'm glad we have successful web placement.
Yes, and it's green.
It is green. So it is the guard's turn. They are the one that is near Umlal will attack Umlal. They are holding morning stars.
Learning stars, you say.
Yes. Does a 9? I'm sure does not hit, but a 19 probably does.
Well, I don't know. It depends how you look at it.
Well, if it's higher than your armor class, I look at it as though it's hit you.
But what if it wasn't?
And then I would hit you.
Yeah, that one hits.
Great. I'm glad we have that set up. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Remember, morning stars have pointy bits. Let's see. Who shall I attack? This guy's going to move up and hit Ketchka.
No, he's not.
Well, he's going to try. An 8 will miss, but a 23 will hit.
Maybe.
You take 4 points of damage.
All right.
The other one must roll a dexterity saving throw versus 15. And he fails, so he is... What is he? He is restrained. He's going to make his action. He's going to use his action to see if he can make a strength check to break free of this web. And he can. So his next turn he will leave the web. And now it is the Black Earth Priest's turn. So
Well, he's still entangled. He's just not
Ronnie
prevented
James
from moving.
Dio is here?
C. He has to make a dex save because he's in there.
Black Earth is a town in Wisconsin near Madison, and it's full of very nice, like, sweet people. So I'm picturing this Black Earth priest is, not that tough.
Yeah, he's like, don't you know?
I have a bake sale. Come by for
Yep.
the bake sale later. After
That's
I kill
right.
you.
So he can move from the web, but does he really want to? Is the question. I don't
It's
think
pretty
he does.
sticky.
And it has to move 5 feet. Only 5 feet.
It is pretty sticky. But he, seeing that you are all grouped together there,
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
it is a thing. And he is going to cast...
Aren't his hands sticky too?
Well,
That's a personal problem.
in a 10-foot radius.
We just had some cotton candy.
I'm always attacking people right after we go to the carnival.
That's what the web spell actually is made of. It's cotton candy.
Oh my god, I would be asking her to cast it all the time.
You eat your way out, and then you have like 1d10
A
diabetic.
4x4 square of cotton candy.
Just a reminder, if this dude decides to hang out in the web, that is a flammable web, so if you want to
It's a flammable web.
lob something flaming over onto that square, that dude will take
But
it.
then they become unentangled after.
Good news, it's also an inflammable.
Well, he's already unentangled, but he's standing on the web still, so...
He is
Yes.
standing on the web.
So that means he has to
So-
travel. It takes him a long time.
I do here. 5, 10. Yes, so he gets all of you with his shatter spell.
Oh, shatter.
Other than Dan.
Ha
Wait, does he
everyone-
actually
fine.
use Shatter, or did he cast Thunderwave?
He actually is casting Shatter. We need a Constitution save with a DC of 13.
I'm going to eat you when you sleep tonight, just so you know. You've
I'm
earned
an
it.
elf, I don't... Actually, that's not true on Athos, I'm afraid.
22.
You said this was Dex?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh,
I was,
not so good at
that was wishful thinking. I got a
What's the
19,
DC?
so...
I got an 18.
5.
15 was the DC.
Sweet. I'm good.
Oh, wait, I didn't add my 2. 7.
Still,
Oh,
still
that's
not
better.
I'm feeling better now.
Tony, you
so
can use it for your saving. You can use the inspiration for your saving throw. if you
everyone who
need to.
failed their saving throw takes 15 points of damage. Everyone who succeeded takes 7.
That sucks.
I'm really hurt. I'm down to 3 hit points
Oh.
because I took damage even though I succeeded.
Oh.
Right?
Was that really even a success then?
Yeah. Tony.
Was this fight at the beginning of the day, or had we already fought somebody?
No,
Because-
we were arrested.
Yeah,
You
we
were
were
arrested.
arrested.
Okay.
And we had been out at the pub, and we
No,
had already
I've
rested.
taken over 20 damage. And
Okay, no, I just mean I'm trying to decide if I had my spells because in updating my character sheet for the incoming 3rd level or 5th level, I accidentally got rid of.
No,
yeah,
we did.
You're just remembering that you have a spell that makes us invulnerable to stone monsters.
No, I'm just thinking I might be able to heal you on my next turn.
Oh, that
All right.
sounds good too.
So everyone who's in that same radius, suddenly you see one of the priest number 2 points at the area, and the ground beneath your feet starts to tremor, and you need a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 15.
Jeez.
So I can use see if I can use your inspiration on this one, right? What does that give me?
That gives you 1d6.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
can
do
use
that.
it after you roll if you feel like you need that little extra.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, maybe I'll
Lord.
do that.
I hit a natural 20. Does that matter for a saving throw?
Well, it's a success.
Great.
And I got a 23, so I think I'm good.
Scott, is that one anywhere near me too, or is this one?
No, that's not near you.
Sweet.
So I got a 22.
All right. Anyone who got above a 15, nothing happens to you.
Carlos and Scale, something happens.
Something happened. I don't think it's good.
And let's see, 10-foot radius.
Maybe it will be. Maybe this is the time where we wish we had failed.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that
Long
one
time.
priest is like, this is my chance
A
to
friendly
make a move.
priest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch
The ground
sides.
swells up and gives you superpowers.
I hope these people understand how big a deal it is that they are using magic in tier. I am going to write tickets for all of them.
They seem quite
You go
confident
talk to
in
them about
magic.
that.
So anyone who got below a 15 takes 5 points of damage and is also knocked prone. And the ground now in this square that I drew is difficult terrain, which means it takes twice as much movement to move. So if you want to move 1 square, you need 2 squares of movement. So actually, I guess now in 5th edition, if you want to move 5 feet, you need to take 10 feet of movement to do that. Does that make sense?
Jerks.
And I should note the folks amongst you who are familiar with magic are not familiar with some of these spells that they are casting. So little.
Well, I thought that thing he shot off was a thunder wave, but it turns out it was a shatter, so I'm totally confused.
That is often a tricky thing. So this guy is not going to do anything. No, he's concentrating, so he's going to stay where he is. And Carlos.
Hi.
Hello. It's
Well,
your turn.
I'm prone, so I have to stand up. So that's half my movement, right?
Yep.
And then since it's difficult terrain, I believe I can still move a square. Yes.
What's your movement? 30?
30.
Yes, you can move 1 square.
Okay. So I will move
You
to
can
this
hit
square
guy.
and hit that guy. That's right. With
Do
my
it.
tri-call. 24.
A 24 will hit this guy.
12 damage.
12 damage. All right. Anything else, Carlos?
No, that is all for now.
All right. So let's see. What is this guy going to do? Ooh, what's that do? Don't you like it when I say ooh?
No.
Nope.
No, not happy. Doesn't
All right.
help.
So the dude in the corner here who looks like that guy from the painting in Ghostbusters will.
Vigo.
Vigo. There you go.
Zwitgu.
I could not think of his name. Points at a point in between you guys. Actually, he points right under Ketchka
What?
with a 20-foot cube, which means he gets one of his compatriots in that cube.
I don't like these cubes.
Everybody around also is included, and you must make a dexterity saving throw.
I feel really glad about having moved.
As a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts directly under Ketchka.
Lovely.
The DC is 15.
Fountain turned earth erupts. Did I eat at Chipotle?
Oh, pulled from the headlines.
Oh, I'm pretty sure a 1 is an automatic fail on a saving throw.
That's correct. Now this is a pretty serious spell, so just let you guys know.
Regdar is going to search deep inside himself and realize there's nothing there, so he's going to use the inspiration that Ketchka gave him to succeed.
Excellent. So anyone who succeeded, which is 15 or higher,
Sorry, what are we rolling?
this is a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's 11.
So anyone who saved takes half of this damage I'm about to say,
Oh my god.
which is 20 points.
Oh my god.
Kachka's down.
Oh my god. I'm at
So
one.
I take 40 and I'm dead. Is that what I'm hearing?
Wait, half
No,
is
no.
20?
If half of 20 is 10, so if you
Oh,
fail,
okay.
I'm at one.
Wow.
you take 20.
Alright.
If you succeed, you take 10.
So Regdar is unconscious, and he feels like his other wrist twitching in anticipation of a coming tattoo.
I'm sorry I can't heal you on my next turn because I only have 3 hit points. That healing's for me.
I feel like healing should go toward the conscious people first.
Yep.
And let's draw. Let's see. It was on Kachka, so
Regdar understands basic triage. And he knows what a lost cause looks like.
He's got a mirror.
there. That's very faint, but let's draw a different color.
It's really great how all of these guys had attacks that murder us.
Yeah.
How lovely.
So that orange square is also difficult terrain.
Okay.
Just an FYI. And he says, "Get the crowd."
I'm still angry at my hat for not saving it. Just like one sand tiger. Is that too much to ask for?
Umlal.
Hang on, I have
Oh.
I have something called cutting words that could potentially reduce my damage here.
Oh, is that a reaction?
It is a reaction.
All right. What does it do?
But wait a minute, I took
React.
20 damage, right? Yeah,
if you
there's no
failed.
way I can save against that much. Never mind.
Kachka reacts with a what the f-?
So, who is unconscious?
I am.
All right. So Ketchka's unconscious.
Regdar.
Regdar is unconscious.
How are the rest of you doing?
I'm at
I
one.
have 3. 3.
Oh man,
I'm
this is
at
bad
one.
news.
I'm at 15. I feel actually kind of spry given what is happening. So
I'm at
Maybe now's the time
32,
for
but I seem
diplomacy.
to have lucked out on this one. I don't know how many of these guys I can take out on my own.
We're about to find
Regdar and
out.
I are both unconscious, so you've never had a better opportunity for diplomacy than this moment right now.
Umlal. So Regdar and Ketchka are unconscious. You have felt a tremor happen behind you, and then in short succession,
been an awakening.
you felt what can only be described as an eruption of churned earth beneath Ketchka.
It's really the only way to describe it.
And you give a quick glance behind you, and you notice a lot of the area, which was once smooth stone, is now very rough terrain.
Scott, I feel like Amlal's learned a lot right now. I mean, I would feel like you could almost say that he's achieved like a 5th level consciousness and enlightenment. This would be a really great time for.
That's fine, Dan. You may use a 5th level ability if you like.
In that case, I'm gonna totally take you at your word, and I'm gonna try to. I mean, should I stick with killing this guy? Have we damaged anybody else?
The blackguard, the one that's right in front of you, is you do another quick survey of the battlefield, and you could notice that he is the most heavily damaged. You feel like if bloodied were a thing, he is way, way, way past bloodied. He is on his last legs.
Did
This
this
may
guy
not be-
that's just south of me take any damage from that last bit of fire?
Actually, he has to make a dexterity save,
Yeah, he does.
and he fails.
Thank you.
Well done. So he also looks rather worse for wear.
And what about that other guy in the orange square? Did he
Yeah, there's
also
another guy there.
did he also get hit by that?
He did, and he did not fail. Unlike
All right,
some people.
So here's what's gonna
Still
happen.
takes half damage though, right?
He does, and he did, but he looks fine.
Fantastic.
All right. So Amlal's just gonna attack this guy right in front of him.
All right, guard 1.
That's a 15.
That bounces off his stony armor.
Well, that was not how I was hoping that would go.
Actually, I put too many cards.
Do you have
on
2
that
attacks at 5th level?
Yeah, if I was at 5th level, I would be able to attack him again.
one. Well, you can attack him again.
If that's supposed to be like a cute come hither look, I think you need to work on it, Dan.
Can you
Much better, much
can you
better.
report harassment on a Google Hangout in some way?
Yes. Well, sadly, the second one was 10, which wasn't much better.
Well, Ublal feels an epiphany as though his experience has gained him a new ability, and yet he is still not very good at
So
actually
here's
hitting
what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to duck and weave around this guy and run straight at the commander, who I presume to be the commander. This guy.
Well, he's going to take a swipe at you with his
Yeah,
moist.
go for it. Go for it.
And yes, you assume correctly. He totally misses you.
Sweet. In that case, I'm just gonna charge at that guy and like basically try to like intimidate him into submitting.
Okay, so you're just using your move action to run and
move up and say like, "Call off your men!" as I like charge at him with a sword.
I have you right where I want you.
I'm angry.
This was my plan all along.
Yes, now that two of my party members are unconscious, I may unleash hell.
Yes.
They're
You
the
don't
ones
want
that
to
have
see
been
me when I'm really angry.
Fresta, you are stuck in a lot of difficult terrain, surrounded by two unconscious party members.
Yeah, I'm also almost an unconscious party member myself, so I am going to use one of my cure wounds to heal myself, which might actually be a bad move because I'll have just enough to have somebody knock me down, but that's all right. It's worth it. Oh, and I rolled a 2. That's wonderful.
And you can also
9 hit points. Great.
well, actually, no, that's an action, so never mind.
Yeah, and I'm not going to try to move because I would just get hit.
That is correct.
Terrain. So that's what I'm doing.
Alrighty. Ketchka, give me a death saving throw.
Oh, all right. There aren't any modifiers for this, are there? It's just
Nope, it's
10 and up.
or higher.
It fell off the table. That's a good sign.
If you roll, if
That's
you
an
roll
automatic
20,
success, right?
It's a 12.
Alright, you are not dead. 1 success. Regdar, give me a death saving throw.
Scantron bubble on my form. That's
What
very
could go
good.
wrong?
Famous last words.
11.
Success.
Is that what we call success now?
Well, we all have our different versions of success.
How's my hat doing?
Your hat, you're unconscious, you don't know.
For you, getting over a 1, I think, qualifies.
Scale, it's your turn.
I say we'll give you the crown. Like, really, you can have the crown. We don't want the crown.
Take it
Take
already.
the crown, please.
What are you waiting for?
Take my crown, please.
He's unconscious. We
don't
won't say
Need
anything.
this.
Take it
Yeah,
away.
totally okay. Just take the stupid crown. Do they seem at all interested before I cast my spell?
They are very interested in the crown, but they cannot talk because it's your turn, so...
Okay, well, I'm not going to wait.
Seriously awkward as they just sit there like.
Okay, if I cast a fireball, right?
I love any
Here.
question that begins with, if I cast a
Well-
fireball.
And yeah, I know. I'm going to hit, I believe, him,
Fireball.
him,
So,
and this guy.
everybody, I guess, is assuming
I
they're
can
now
hit the
fifth.
4 bottom guys like him, these two, and this guy if I cast the fireball right. Wait, let me just
So
point.
it's a 20-foot radius.
Yes.
And don't forget, you'll do extra damage to those dudes still in the web.
Yes.
So just tell me where you're casting it.
Wait,
So
let
did
me
we
just
all
get
just
my little
ascend to
ruler
5th
out.
level? All it took was getting knocked out?
Well,
That'd be
I
great.
believe that the consensus was that
Yeah.
you should be 5th level since you're losing this battle so poorly, so well. And I have chosen to ignore the fact that you are now using abilities that you shouldn't technically be able to use.
Well, this new sheet I
Right.
switched to says I'm at max health.
That
Right.
I do not like.
Here. I'm gonna cast it right there
I'm going to cast it right there.
on the corner, so I can hit all 4 of them. Magic user, happy guy, and then the 3 there and miss Jason.
But hit
No, not there. The one lower than that.
the one lower than that.
Right. So that 20 will be this guy here. Yeah, the next
Alright,
square.
so there.
20 will be the next guy and not J. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And look, magic user.
Woo! So you need to roll some damage, and I need to roll some saves.
I didn't even realize I was a guy over there.
Yeah, hiding, destroying us.
He's a hiding kind of guy. What is this? Dexterity, right?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Plus, sorry,
He can help
apologies.
you.
He's there too.
Sorry.
No Jesus Christ on
Plus
Athos.
Plus the web damage will be an added
All right, so we've got
Added.
stone guy.
2d4.
He succeeded. He fails. priest fails. Succeeds. Okay. All right. How much damage are we talking about here?
It is, for those in the web, it is 14 plus 7. For those not in the web, it's 14.
Okay, so this
I think
guy
the web
takes-
damage comes at the start of their turn.
Yes,
We're
they have to
being
start their
technical.
turn in there. So the guard in the web takes full damage. 14.
Plus 7?
Well, at the start of his turn, he'll take 7 points of damage. The priest takes half damage. You notice the priest ducking out of the way, and you notice guard number 2 not ducking out of the way. In fact, you notice guard number 2 so not ducking out of the way
Dying?
because he dies.
Do the people that get missed take partial damage though?
Yep.
Yep.
They take half damage,
Nice.
which they do in fact take. Now, does anything happen when they die? No. All right. Well, so you notice a giant fireball explode in the cavern and
Funny that.
envelop a number of people. And now it is the Black Earth Guard's turn.
No, it's not, because I'm going to use
Oh.
my quicken spell, and I'm going to cast another spell.
Nice.
Okay.
Keep casting spells. Never let them have a turn, Georgia. Whenever they get a turn, things go bad for us.
By the
I
way,
feel
the
like
only thing you
Keep
can
it
do
rolling.
with a quicken spell is balance your checkbook as part of your turn. So
And I'm going to balance
Bonus
it,
action.
and
you can cast balance checkbook. You can cast make a budget.
I'm gonna cast my second magic missile.
Magic missile.
Sorry, fireball. My apologies.
That's what I thought you meant.
She's full of fireballs.
Which would be so sad. Okay, please. I hope I roll something better than 14.
And the same.
Oh yeah, I might as well. Same spot.
All right, so that will get 3 people in it.
Yeah. Well, it'll
dead.
still get the other guy. He'll just be
Well,
more charred.
His corpse will be more charred.
Okay. I'm crossing my fingers. Oh my god.
Pass.
Yeah, that's better.
It is better. You asked
It
for
is
better,
better.
you got it.
It is better. It is better.
Dex. Okay, so what is the 16? Is the damage?
Yes.
All right, so
16.
the priest takes half of that, which is 8.
Hey, Georgia. Do you do you get a different version of Fireball than I get? Because my version of Fireball is like 8d6.
Really? Am I using the wrong?
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice you were rolling 5d6. It should be 8d6.
Oh, can I re-roll then, please?
Or just roll some
My own
additional
ineptness?
d6s.
Just roll 3 more d6s.
Hit the undo button, Scott.
Can I re-roll that twice? Because
No.
there, and wait,
Oh.
for the last time.
All right, 22. Now I've
Thank you.
forgotten where I was with this stuff. All right. Well, I know this guy failed. So
Thank God that voice from beyond the grave popped into your head.
Regner is here to correct you, even when he is technically unconscious.
Thank you.
priest.
I only knew
That
that
makes a big
because
difference.
I only knew that because like that is the next spell I'm taking because it's crazy awesome.
All right.
8
So
dice? That's crazy.
None of them died, but some of them
Really?
took some damage.
I'm gonna move away from this square really slowly as my other action. How far can I move? 15? Can I get out?
You can. How far can you move? You have 30, right? So, so that's 10.
Go hide behind a pillar.
I'm gonna go to this pillar
Yes,
right over
you can-
here. There. Can I move there?
You cannot get that far. You can get there.
Just out of curiosity, is Regdar's unconscious body still cradled in the stone hand?
Cradle may be a nicer way of what's happening, but yes,
I like to think it's cradled.
squeezing. Okay, so what is the damage for anyone who's in a flaming web?
That was a 7, I
is-
believe.
Comes up all the time.
Yes.
does.
Second, I have it.
I think you rolled it already.
Rolled 7.
7.
She didn't.
All right, so he takes 7 points of damage, and he's getting out of this web because this sucks. He says.
Don't they both take it?
Well, it's not the other guy's turn yet, so.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that's 10.
Has the crown fallen off of Regdar? I'm just asking.
It has not.
Okay.
And now he's going to attack you with
Okay.
disadvantage from around this thing.
Does travel slowly? No.
I did not hear what you said.
Does he not travel slowly because he was stuck in the web until it burnt up?
Yeah, I put that already. In 17, does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
10 does not hit you.
No.
All right, so he hits you for 5 points of damage with his Morning Star.
I take it her attempt at diplomacy just before those 2 giant fireballs suddenly appeared here failed.
Well, you know, please, we won't hurt you. And then, nuclear fire!
Well, how do they know that came from her?
Because they are not stupid.
Are we sure?
We're in big
I'm
trouble.
unconscious.
Many questions.
3 down. 3 to go.
3 to go.
All right, so this Black Earth Priest takes 7 points of damage. And now he wants to get out of this web. I don't think he... Actually, he made his dex save, right? So he's not stuck, but he needs to get out.
And it's uneven terrain, right?
It is. Some might say it's even difficult terrain.
Ah, well.
Let's see. He's actually going to do this. 10,
Die.
20. And he is going to reach for the crown on Tony's head. And
For the crown.
it slips off into his hands.
What? I've been like trying to use soap. And I put like
First time
peanut.
for everything.
I put peanut butter in my hair, and that didn't help.
No wonder you've been so ripe lately.
That is the extent of the things I've tried. There were limited supplies available while we were caravan guards for a while. You know.
That is
That's why
true.
you fell dead. You went into anaphylaxis. You
Put
didn't
some-
know you were allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah.
You put some of that stew on the caravan.
Really, you hand Regdar something, it's going in his hair. That's just how it is. It's part of his personality. He's a magical guy.
All right, so
Totally regular guy, but magic personality.
Erica and Jason, please give me a Wisdom saving throw, a DC 13.
All right.
Oh, it's just so wise. 7. Failed.
Twice.
12.
All right, so you both fail.
Jeez.
So you notice this other priest is casting a spell. You feel as though time around you has been altered.
Oh, jeez.
Your speed is halved. You take a -2 penalty to your AC and Dex saving throws. You can't use reactions. And on your turn, you can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Actually, none of those things affect me right now, so I don't care.
Okay.
I wasn't going anywhere. I don't have bonus actions.
And let's see, you can... regardless of your abilities or
hurts
magic
me.
items, you cannot make more than one melee or ranged attack during your turn.
Oh, man.
Well, if I'm not at 5th level, then that doesn't affect me, so. Mwahaha.
Well, then, never mind.
Yeah.
Seems like it affected Carlos, though, so...
It did.
Haha.
I thought you all were at 5th level now.
Oh, if we were all supposed to go at be at 5th level, then I should be healed more, but.
No, we seem to have
Yeah,
are
my-
gradually
my-
becoming
my-
5th level during this encounter.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would have had more hit points. I wouldn't be unconscious. So,
Mhm.
like, you have to get like really close to death, but not
Transition
actually
happened shortly
die.
after we both passed out, I think.
Yeah,
And
we
I would
missed-
have killed everybody, and we would have already won.
Yeah,
We
Steve
would've
and
won.
Steve and I
Clearly.
missed the train. So when we come back, you guys will all be wearing looking 5th level, and we'll be like I assume we're shorter, right?
I don't know if we're coming back. This we might not be coming back.
Yeah, it's possible.
It is possible. All right, so the stone hand, or the earthen hand that is grasping Regdar's lifeless corpse.
Well, whoa.
I mean, it's been more lifeful, but it's not
You assume,
completely
I mean.
devoid of life. Yeah.
Disappears, and his corpse thuds to the ground.
Pre-corpse.
You're still
We just call it a body.
Body.
The thud is accurate.
I'm just
unconscious form. It's true.
Yeah.
You're not dead yet.
We don't have to get
Yeah,
melodramatic here.
We always have to. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
And Carlos, I would like a Constitution saving throw.
10.
You fail. As a loud, shattering sound erupts, you take 8 points of damage. You're not made of crystal, are you?
I'm not at the moment.
Okay. And then this guy is going to. Well, he's going to leave. He's going to wait for the other guy. Carlos, it's your turn. So, you are at -2 to your armor class. You can move half of your speed. You can use an attack or a bonus action. You cannot use any reactions.
I didn't hear the -2 to the armor class bit.
Yep.
Okay, then it does affect me.
And -2 dex saving throws.
You have to shake
All right,
free of
that
that.
I heard.
And -2 to attack.
No, not -2 to attacks. So you're at half speed and you are in difficult terrain. So it takes 10 to get out of that.
Yeah.
Where were you?
So I was here, and I have 30. So can I only go 20?
I don't know where you are. You
So
can
I was here.
You can go 15. So it takes 10 to get out, and then you can go 5. Okay, yeah, you can get there.
All right. And even though this seems sort of pointless, Carlos is going to take a swipe at this guy because why not?
Why not?
He likes hitting things. You might as well go down doing what you love.
13.
All right, and that. Oh, that's not the right guy.
Do they look happy now that they have the crown and look like they're about to leave? I'm just asking.
They look happy. And Carlos, that bounces off of his armor.
They're murdering us. They look positively
They look gleeful. That does not hit, Carlos.
Okay.
Let's see. What is this guy gonna do? He doesn't like Dan standing in front of him.
Does anybody still have one of those healing potions we had around, by chance?
I gave mine to Carlos.
I drank it, didn't I?
You
I think
drank
I
it. Yeah, you did.
That's why she gave it to you.
You give something to Carlos, he drinks it. That's just Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos, you drank all of it?
Better than Regdar. He put it in his hair.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
right.
I mean,
Yeah, but look
Give
at
it to both of them. Regdar puts it in his hair, and then Carlos just
Yeah.
slurps it out.
But look at what it's doing to the volume. I mean, this is like,
That's true. It's got a silky sheen to it. I'm impressed.
you know?
you can
You have the high pro glow, dude.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for the guy to. Again, you got the crown. Leave us. That's what Carlos says. That's what Carlos says at the end of his turn. You have the crown. Take it. We don't want it. Be gone.
Yeah, be gone.
Crown be gone.
Crown be gone. He casts a spell.
Oh no.
I hope it's leaving with a crown spell.
Uh-oh,
could
it's
be.
another little
Oh no, it's dog hand.
The hand of dog appears behind Umlal.
Because the hand of God was unavailable.
Umlal, well, Athos is cut off from all planes.
Got it. Dagus ex machina.
Umlal was trying to intimidate him, so he freaks out and casts the spell.
backfire.
Good job, Umlal.
That's right.
Enough the hand of dog moves in entirely predictable ways. It's-
Umlal,
Umlal might be able to just like shrug that hand off. That might be extra
He
intimidating.
may be. Give me a strength saving throw. Umlal.
Strength saving throw, you say?
That is what I said.
Strength saving throw, you say? Do you say strength saving throw?
I did not say that.
24!
Oh,
yeah.
snap.
Bat the earthen grasp away as if it were hand made of soil.
Take that, stone
That's
dog.
exactly what it is. And he says, we've got the crowd, let's go.
There we
Woohoo!
go.
He moves away.
What?
Yeah, get out of here, you losers.
Does he disengage? Can I take a whack at him?
You're lucky my chick's
can
here.
if you
No,
want.
let him go.
Oh.
Let him go.
No, hell no.
He's raging. He's not going to let him go.
He's a raging Cajun.
Hells to the no.
Also, just because he backs away doesn't mean everybody else will actually leave.
16.
A 16 will hit.
Nice. He's gonna take 19, and that's max damage.
All right.
Wow.
Just slamming him with my greatsword.
It's pretty great.
It's a great sword. It's a
Great.
great sword. I got such a deal on it.
Shouldn't we be making saving throws at the end of our turn to see if we're no longer lagging?
Where are you going?
He's leaving. Lagging. What are you talking about? You're unconscious, Catch.
I assume there's some saving throw that needs to be made or can be made periodically to try and get out of the effect of this spell
Dead?
that slowed everybody
Time
down.
bubble.
Only 2 people have been slowed, and they make a saving throw at the start of their turn. But thank you, Steve, for trying to DM.
I'm just checking.
Don't upset the DM right now.
I'd also like to mark him as my quarry.
And I'm
The
sure
DM?
for other things. Ooblal, so you see the leader of the pack say, "We've got the crowd, let us leave." And you respond by trying to kill him.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he walks away, so do you want to chase after him?
He strolls away. Yeah, I'm gonna run the hell after him.
Okay.
That's my line, says Carlos.
And since we are taking advantage of these minor 5th level powers we have, I'm gonna hit him twice.
Oh, snap.
It's another dude that has the crown, isn't it?
26
Oh, that's sweet.
26 does
and
hit.
20.
That will also hit.
All right. Damage for the first attack is 13. Damage for the second attack is 17. That's a total of 30 damage, my friend.
And
No
he
saving
is,
throw for greatsword damage.
he is still fine.
What?
Oh, wow.
Rage!
And he says, "I'm slightly annoyed."
Well, you're gonna be a whole lot more annoyed before I'm done with you.
Presta.
That is the Umlo guarantee.
Oh boy.
Mild irritation.
Spread the rage.
So have I magically leveled up to 5th level? last turn
Sure,
and this
since
turn?
everybody else seems to.
All right. Well, I'm still just gonna heal myself. The question is just how much healing am I going to do?
We're at the 4.5 level right now.
I will mention, if you were to heal me, I would immediately use Fireball on somebody.
Oh.
That is the Regdar promise. If you can heal me,
The Regdar
You
promise. I love it.
sense, while looking at Regdar's still unconscious form.
But I sense that if he were awake and with us, he would
But if you
fireball
heal me,
someone.
I can immediately heal Regdar, and then we'll both be up.
Ooh, the double.
Oh, I like that one.
But if you heal me, no.
Heal me, I can do absolutely nothing.
but if you choose to finish us off, this could be your chance to be rid of these troublesome
see.
companions.
Um.
And strike out
Actually, I think I do think that since you guys have already had time to make only one or make a death saving throw, I feel like
Oh boy.
maybe I wouldn't heal myself because I know that you guys are getting closer to the real death. So yes, I think
True death.
yeah.
Well, we've succeeded twice, so
Press is pretty
we've
smart.
succeeded once. I'm sorry.
Press is pretty smart. She's not dumb. So yeah, I will heal Kachka.
Beauty.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Fancy.
Wow, I warrant 2nd level. Nice.
I will not go to the 2nd level with you, Steve.
Well, let's see.
Good thing you're not unconscious.
Well, didn't roll great. 11. You get
I'll take it.
11 hit points. Mark that off.
Yay! Thank you, Presta.
You're welcome. Now, heal. What's his
Kachka
face?
runs away.
Yeah. I shoot Kachka in the back.
Acrobatics check. Bye, suckers.
Nobody saw that coming.
Twice. Actually, only once because you are.
Actually, good luck running away. You're in difficult terrain.
Oh, also, at the end of your turn, give me a saving throw.
What kind of a
Presta.
saving throw was this?
You are, what is it, wisdom?
Wisdom.
Well, I rolled a 10, so
That
if
fails.
it's well, I rolled a 10. What's the difficulty?
15.
And you said it. Oh yeah, my wisdom bonus is not 5.
That's why I said it failed.
Yeah. Hey, if it was a dex save, I would have made it.
It's not. And you're at -2 on dex saves at the moment, so.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, I guess I wouldn't have.
Yeah, see, look at me DMing and stuff. Ketchka.
First time for everything.
I know.
Is it me?
It's
Is it
like
me?
I prepared.
We've
Ketchka.
been doing this a year now.
All right. Did I spring back to consciousness as a 5th level character?
Yes.
Love that sound of just defeat in your voice. That makes me feel great.
Really, that's what it's all about.
When he did say we were going to level up during the adventure, at a moment like, really, we're going to all have the 5th level character sheets and then not use them at the beginning? That seems unlikely.
Yeah, just a little sweet talk.
Thanks
All
for
right.
proving me right, everyone.
You can take the little skull and crossbones off my guy too. Don't mind.
You can also do that yourself.
I can.
You can.
I prefer that you do it.
The service,
He
the
doesn't
DM.
do manual
Do
labor.
it yourself.
Oh, you put a snail on me.
Put a snail on you.
I'm not slowed.
I know.
Oh,
Oh,
dead.
oh, that was vicious.
that was actually me. Okay. Well, I promised I would heal Regdar, so I guess I'm going to heal Regdar.
This is some high-level
And-
teamwork. It's going to make our inevitable failure that much sweeter.
Yes, it's going to be extra sad when we all die. I will cast it at 3rd level.
I love it. Yeah.
I don't even have 3rd level.
And you should, shouldn't you? Maybe
No,
not.
I'm a ranger.
Okay. So I will cast. He's right next to me, right? That's just him at a
That's me.
corner.
That's
him.
Ragnar. You're
That means I can cast
unconscious
Cure
body.
Wounds, which should do D8 plus 5. Wait a minute, that's not right. We'll roll the other 2d8 right now. Verify 1d8 for each spell slot level. Okay, yeah. So I need 2 more d8s.
the more d8s, the better.
So 22 health for you.
That's wow.
Wow.
I'm like a new Regdar.
Are you better than the old Regdar?
I mean, I'm way more conscious.
I love it.
Also conscientious.
Wow, that's also nice.
Yeah. Every time Regdar faces death, he comes back a little bit better of a person.
Wow.
Yeah, that's his arc.
That's nice.
That's a great arc. Let's see. One good turn deserves another, so I'm going to go ahead and lend some bardic inspiration to Presta.
Sweet.
All right, Regdar, you have awoken. You are laying on the ground.
All right. So I see there
You
are
are
two.
crownless.
Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that.
You took my hat, you bastards!
Yeah, you know what? Excuse me, sir. I believe that's my hat.
Trying to get rid of your hat all this time.
Yeah,
But now that someone else wants it,
I want in this situation.
Valuable.
Yeah, it's my hat.
no one removes Regdar's hat but Regdar.
So,
and Regdar couldn't, so...
Yeah, so nobody removed it.
Yeah, nobody. Dungeon Master, would you say that those two jerks next to me are within a 20-foot radius sphere of each other?
Those two jerks, Priest 1 and misspelled Guard 3.
Yeah.
This is such a weird cult.
You know. Yeah, I would say that, well, you
All
have
right,
to tell me
well-
where you're centering it, because scale is also within a 20-foot radius of you.
Is that can I put is there a sphere because it's a sphere? Can I make a sphere that does not include scale that includes them if I center it like, south of that? I don't know how to do anything in Roll20 anymore. But yeah, like not there. Oh yeah, like further away. Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of the
Right
podcast.
there. Yeah, right there. Guys, for those of you listening, we're drawing lines on maps.
We are.
Yeah. If we were playing this in
Wait,
person,
make sure you don't hit Presta.
somebody would pull out a ruler.
For those
It
who
would
are
be
watching
lame.
the video version, enjoy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy.
That's why you should watch the video version.
So Tony, hit there's a little ruler on the upper left corner.
Now I have to draw a line on a map. Is that what you're telling me?
You're,
saying.
now everybody's doing it. So
That's real helpful, guys.
that will
Hey
not
guys, I
confuse
got a
anyone.
radar.
This is podcasting. You look like a cone.
All right.
Bothered by that icon.
Scott, I know enough geometry to know that there's a circle that includes them that does not include my friends. And Regdar knows that much geometry too, so he's doing that.
Well, I would
regular guy
like
who
you
knows
to prove it.
Really? I mean, isn't it just from here?
I had,
Yeah, right
he's,
from there.
it's rough that way. Yeah, you gotta do the
Oh,
math.
there's a dude back there. I didn't notice that,
There's
dude.
a dude, yeah.
Wait, where's this other dude?
Mr. Evil Spellcaster dude.
So tell me where you are centering this, Scott.
That's the dude right there.
That's the dude.
You would hit him with your fireball. If
Everyone I'm seeing is does not have. I can't figure out a way to get both of them without getting a scale. But if you can, you tell me.
Yeah,
it's
you
a
can.
sphere, right?
Yeah. You can go right there. That'll hit him.
I was asking
And that'll hit.
Tony.
Oh,
to
sorry.
be-
Apologies. Sorry.
Since it is his
Everyone's a
character, and
How
you've
about-
already
Look at that! Look at that! Are you happy with that circle?
Yeah, but look, that still hits scale.
Wait, does it really?
I don't think it hits me, but I think that it might hit. Who's right?
That
Oh,
does in
that
fact
one
hit
does.
scale.
That does actually hit me.
Wait, which one's scale?
Scale
Stupid
is
D&D.
the one marked.
The unconscious one at the
Who's
top.
unconscious. So if
This person right here.
I don't understand how that's a circle that goes that way. That's not how circles work.
That's how circles work on a grid, Tony.
That's not how circles work anywhere.
It's not a true circle.
Yeah, you're right. There should be between like this square and that's the edge of the circle, and then it goes here, and then it goes here, right?
Yes, that is how circles work,
Should
to
do.
my knowledge.
Yeah, should. What about here? 20. 20. There we go. I
Yeah.
found a spot.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit this guy, though. Let's see if this spot does. 20.
Thrilling.
20.
I don't think there is a spot.
No.
I
Well,
guess
maybe just get one of them and the guy who's all the way at the left.
Yeah. Ideally, this
Why don't
guy here, because isn't this the guy that has the crown next to Regdar?
20. 15.
There's also these two guys over here. Oh, you'll be the same geometry.
It seems like Roll20 doesn't recognize circles.
No.
No, strange.
Or Roll20 is like, you see this thing and this thing that are 5 feet further? No, they're the same distance.
In
What is
Athens,
the
they
circle?
decided that circles was the work of black magic.
Yeah,
And,
triangles are like magic, so they don't have triangles yet.
no geometry in Athens.
All right.
No. The
So-
geometry's strange.
Scott, how about if I get the guy right next to me and the guy further away that I can't even see that everyone keeps talking about?
I didn't know he was a
can
real
get
guy
him,
either.
So,
He has no, he has no white background.
That's true. That's true.
He's
That was
sneaky. I should've
sneaky.
moved.
That was sneaky.
well, you know what? I don't care. They're going to try and do a spell saving throw or they're going to take 8d6 damage.
That is true. Let me
Good chat,
actually.
jerks. 25.
Oh, that guy. This is a guy. That's an actual guy.
That's an actual guy.
That's what I'm told.
That is a guy.
He's got a staff, too, so he probably is a spelly guy.
Wow.
Well,
I had
I
no
hope he
idea he
enjoys
was even
25
there.
damage. So they make a dex saving throw.
What level spell is it?
Third level.
Nothing happens.
Are you sure?
I'm positive because someone in this battle can cast counterspell.
Why am I even alive?
It's a good
May
question.
not be.
Barely.
Scale, your turn. Unless
I
Regdar,
lay there
you can
and
stand
bleed.
up.
That's saving throw.
Give me a death saving throw. I assumed you didn't want to do anything else, Regdar, but you could try.
You assume correctly. But thanks for letting us measure all that stuff.
Oh, it
Do
pleases
I get
me.
a bonus?
No bonuses,
on it?
but 10 is a success.
You're good.
Woohoo.
All right. Let's see. This guy is going to get a square drawn on him.
Everybody else has one. Why not?
20. And he's going to attack Regdar.
Oh, man.
No, Reggie, no.
Well, this is just another opportunity for you to become a better person, Regdar.
He might level up again when he gets good.
If you get knocked out and healed back to life every turn, you're going to be super good.
Powerful.
Incredibly
Super
14
enlightened.
hit you, Regdar.
14 is my AC even with mage armor, so yes.
All right. Then he hits you twice with his Morning Star.
He already has the crown. He stole my hat and he hit me with a morning star? What
Well,
did
no,
you-
he's protecting the priest who has your crown.
Well, you know what?
You guys are doing teamwork, and so are they.
I don't even need that
not
hat,
fair. Teamwork.
but I hate
We
you.
came up with teamwork.
So you take
Stealing our shtick.
14 points of damage.
I've been better, but I've also been much worse.
I'll say.
6, and he will attack Umal. 17 misses or hits, Umlal?
17 will hit. What is this with?
Morningstar.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
I'm raging, so that will be halved.
Excellent. The priest is, let's see, what can a priest do? Celebrates mass. He's going to cast a spell on himself. But I don't
Go
know.
blind that way.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, you made it weird, Scott.
He's going to move away. 10, 20. Regdar, you can take a melee attack on him if you like.
Yeah, why not? I'll hit him with a stick that I hold.
Didn't see that coming either.
Yeah, I'm not great at this, just so you guys know.
It is theoretical that he could die.
You could.
I roll an 8 with my stick.
That's good.
It is good, but it doesn't hit that priest.
Good job, Ragnar.
to him.
Good
Give it to
job.
Good job.
Attaboy.
He didn't drop
Nice
the
try.
Hey, he
Good
could have
effort.
been worse.
Good hustle.
And you notice the priest runs.
Do I get to
much-
stick at him too?
Where are you?
He was
Standing
right next to her.
Ragnar.
Yes, you are slowed though, so this is a reaction. So no, you don't.
Oh no, okay.
You notice
he would have been way better at that than I would have been.
He hands the crown to the dude that some people couldn't see, that some people could. But who is there? You notice that he
Is he though?
there is a wall behind him, which you can almost just see. He takes the crown and says, he doesn't say anything. He melds into the stone wall, and he is no longer there.
He says, and then disappears.
Oh, it's Stonewall Jackson.
Oh. You are third level now, Dan. Carlos.
Wouldn't really change the outcome of
Worth
anything
it.
so far.
I guess I'm
See,
going
the
to swing.
puns have not improved with level 5.
I'm going to swing at the guy in front of me.
Oh, give me a saving throw. I forgot to have you roll a saving throw at the end of your other turn.
What kind of saving throw?
See? Give me grief.
Your first level now, Steve.
Okay.
What,
how it is.
What saving
Wisdom.
Again, Carlos, not particularly wise. 6.
All right, never mind. Continue. One attack.
23.
A 23 will hit. Priest number 2.
Do I have a disadvantage on my damage, or
No, damage is unaffected.
12 damage?
All right. He looks okay.
Am I saving now?
Yes, you should save. Thank you.
My wisdom saving throw again?
Yes, sir.
And
You fail.
Carlos is not wise. This is going to go on forever.
Umlal,
Yes.
you should give me a...
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know, it's exciting. Give me a wisdom saving throw. DC 15. Actually, DC 14.
Okay. 10. That's almost 14.
Oh, 10. Okay, so the guy who is standing in front of you snaps his fingers, and you turn into a beetle.
Oh, snap.
We found the beetles.
Not a Shaquat beetle, just a normal everyday beetle.
Oh, okay.
Does,
Small beetle. Is he tiny?
I just wanted to quick
Yes.
poll from my fellow players. Is Scott just making shit up now?
Could be.
He
Could
can
be.
cast a spell called Polymorph. You may be familiar with it.
I am now.
And now you're a beetle.
Is that considered a condition to be in another?
Well, the rest of this campaign is going to be amazing.
Well, don't worry. Those
We'll
who
carry you
are
around.
Arcana
Beetle
will-
Man.
There are ways to not be a beetle.
Like if I try
Actually,
really
you might-
hard.
Not get turned into a beetle?
Well, you're more of a Ringo, I think.
Actually, he may have a better chance of getting out of here than the rest of us.
That's true. He might be the only one that
I'm
survives.
free, finally.
just
and then
fly
this guy
away.
walks away.
It could be worse. Eglath was Pete Best.
Amla, fly in his eyes.
I guess he's more of a steward.
Can I
so-
fly as a beetle? Is
All
that a thing?
beetles can
No,
fly.
you're the bad kind
Of
of.
course you can.
No.
It is your turn.
Beetles have
Well,
wings.
beetles
They're
do have wings.
beetles.
Fly.
Wait, why did a wisdom saving throw failure lead me to being a beetle?
He basically.
Did I
planted
think,
out-
like-
He
did I
planted
think,
an idea
like,
in your head? Do you want to be a
should
beetle?
I
And
be a
you were
beetle?
like, why not?
Sure. Why not?
That
Beetles
was
are
an
good.
unwise decision, so
Yeah,
I can
not
get
your
behind
wisest
that.
moment. So.
Can I fly after him?
Yes.
To do what
if you
though?
would
What are
like.
you gonna do if you catch him? Is the question.
I gotta figure sooner or later I'll turn back into a normal boy. So.
Does being a beetle like kill the rage, or is he still just a
Oh,
raging
I'm
beetle?
one angry beetle.
He is no longer raged.
Oh man, you should do that thing where you bump into his head a bunch of times. I hate
You
it.
are-
Super
you are-
annoying.
You have the stats of a beetle, which I'm trying to look up now.
Cool. That's cool.
It could be worse.
I have like the proportional strength of like 10 men, though, right?
No,
I'm
you
pretty
are
sure
a
that's-
beetle.
No, I
Through
think that you
and
really
through.
are a beetle.
Maybe you're blue beetle, Dan?
Ooh.
No, you're just a normal beetle.
Oh.
All right, so let's say
You
you
can change as you have a pudding bowl haircut now.
you have an 11 AC. You have
I have an 11 AC. That is like super close to being. Like
That's
a
not
decent-
bad.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
2 hit points,
Okay, that's not good.
No.
and you have a flight speed of 30 and a walk speed of 15.
I'll just like keep hovering after him and see where he goes, I guess.
Okay, and you realize
Axe of any kind?
he can crush you with the successes that hit. Just saying.
I'm just gonna be very sneaky. I'm a beetle. I'm really small.
I will give you a plus 4 on a stealth check.
Okay.
So give me a
You're a
stealth
Goliath
check.
beetle.
If you're trying to be sneaky, give me a stealth check.
Plus 4.
How much noise does a beetle make?
Your dexterity would be so you have plus 5.
Oh, I have plus 5 total. Okay.
Yes.
21.
All right. So put yourself wherever you want to be.
Ninja beetle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be like up here.
I'm always asking for it, man.
Maybe he's like like crawling on the side of the column or something.
Yeah, I'm a beetle. It's like not like he's just looking for me, right?
He
How
just
big-
turned you into the beetle. I think he knows.
How big a beetle? Like a dog-sized beetle?
No,
like a small hand-sized
like a small, tiny beetle.
He's a Goliath beetle.
He is a regular sized beetle. Presta.
This is all going according to plan.
I kind of wish I was unconscious, to be perfectly honest, because
You could just fall unconscious.
It's not that great, trust me.
none of these choices are good. Wait, am I supposed to make the saving throw at the beginning or the end of my turn?
The end of your turn.
Okay.
You do notice a suspicious looking beetle. You could probably hit it with from there.
Use raid.
I think I won't
Okay.
try to do that. Well, there's still a guy standing over the body of Scale, and I don't like that.
That is correct.
So
It is annoying.
What's he
me.
doing? I don't
So-
want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't want any coup de grace going on. So I'm just going to attack him.
He is attacking Regdar.
Well, still. At this point, Regdar could go down again, and that would be bad too. Let's see.
Sure.
10.
So are you using a bow?
Yeah, just my bow and arrow. 18.
18 hits.
That's cool. Has he been hit before? Is he below his hit point maximum?
He is below his hit point.
That's nice. 17 points of damage.
All right.
I rolled well.
You did roll well. You rolled so well, in fact, that it's he's wearing kind of this, as you can see, like stone plate mail. Your arrow slides between the gap between his helmet and his chest plate,
Ooh.
hits his neck, and he falls down dead. making a sound.
Columps is even worse than death. It's a columps worse than death.
It is.
I've seen the Nutty Professor too. I'd have to agree with you.
All right. And then I will try to make my saving throw.
All right.
Wisdom again?
Wisdom, yes. 15.
5 ain't going to do it.
All right. Kachka,
Yeah, man.
what would you like to do?
Kachka runs. No. I'm not gonna do that.
Where? We're
So
on the
this,
ground.
they're just around in a
You're
circle.
on difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
It's a panicked run. Ah, they're killing us! Ah!
I'm excited to have another bug in the party. So
High five!
around in circles for a while. Little victory lap.
A high five could crush you,
You know what?
dude.
I'm actually. How badly is Presta?
I have 9
Okay,
hit points
Jake.
right now.
9?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
And she just killed the guy. She's
I
earned it.
did. I'm kind of at the end of my rope right now.
Yeah, I would say
None
so.
of
So
everybody else.
Wait, you have rope? We're all
I do.
saved.
I'm gonna go ahead and heal you up to then.
I'll point out that Carlos has 7.
Carlos has 7.
Oh, and Carlos is actively engaged in fighting somebody.
Yeah.
Where is Carlos right now, though?
He's the other guy with the snail.
Carlos is next to a column.
Oh, there he is.
In between a column and a priest.
Okay. All right. Well, I will slip over here next to Carlos then.
Carlos has a column in the local newspaper, but
And so I will reach over.
it's not very good.
I will reach over and touch Carlos with
No.
my special healing touch. And that will do. Oh my God, what happened there? I just opened the HTML. Okay, there we go.
Don't do that.
I can see everything now.
That will
Oh,
do.
that is a weak-ass
HRFA
roll.
equals
All right, you get 14.
HTML joke. Anybody? No? All right. No. Closing
Do
my
you mind?
blink
We're
tag.
trying to play D&D here.
I get 14.
You get 14. And then, as if in a single motion,
Yes.
I'm going to rotate around, point my finger at Scale up in the corner there,
Uh-huh.
and I will cast a.
Pull my finger.
That sounds.
I'm
that
already
sounds
dead.
I will cast a healing word as a bonus action towards her. Oh, can I? I can't do 2 spells in one round, can I? Or can I?
You cannot.
I think I can do like 1 and a cantrip.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So you
Alright.
can
Unless
make
it says you can
scale
cast it as a
glow or
bonus action.
something.
Glow as I bleed
Alright.
to death.
Cast light on scale.
So after giving, yeah, I think I'm out of things I can do. Actually, I will lend some bardic inspiration to Carlos here as well.
All right, Regdar.
By the way, those of you
For the
who
record,
have bardic
mine-
inspiration right now, that's worth 1d8 now instead of 1d6.
Oh,
Fancy.
that still
Oh.
probably wouldn't have gotten me to the saving throw I needed, so I feel okay with not using it.
The interest rates are high here.
When you roll a 2, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
Two is
Extra
hard to-
inspiring now that I'm level 5.
Oh. Regdar.
All right. So Regdar
You're
is no longer-
crownless.
Yeah, crownless. No longer next to a person murdering him. So I'll stand
True.
up. I'm
All
on
right.
difficult terrain.
Have your-
Regdar has been unconscious for a while, so he's just gonna glance around and see what seems like the most tactically useful target for him to deal with. He's open to input from the team also.
well, Regdar, you can see everybody, so
Yeah. So that's great.
you do not see Umlal.
That's true.
That's confusing.
No
I'm
one
sure he's-
does.
I'm sure he's fine.
You could presumably take out 2 guys at once with if you had another fireball that you wanted to use.
I could do that. Would that
There's
be
these
helpful?
dudes.
Hey, look! You just drew a circle that was 20 that didn't include any of our friends.
I know.
I like
I'm amazing that way.
You know what? I was gonna do another thing, but we're just gonna do that because I don't want to draw more lines. So
It seems like the dude that Omlal is now flitting towards is kind of a lost cause because
Alright.
he took 30 damage and
so
didn't bat an eyelash.
More than that, because that was the second time I attacked him.
also last time I didn't actually get to cast Fireball. So let's
Oh
see.
no! Last time you cast it,
Last time I didn't get to do anything with Fireball.
it took your spell slot.
All right, I'm doing it again, jerk. So the two jerk faces to the right side of the map can do a dexterity check or take 31 damage.
Or
Uh-oh.
nothing could happen.
Oh, okay. No,
jeepers.
no.
You tell me it's that other a-hole that has counterspell?
Somebody has counterspell.
What counterspell is great when all you can do is a spell. Let me tell you, did that just actually happen again, or are you just griefing me?
No, it happens.
All right.
Crap.
Well, I'm standing, so that's something. I guess my
Can he
turn's
roll an
over.
Arcana check to figure out who is doing this? He should be able to feel some sort of
Magic?
vibration coming from the
He's gotta
source of that
do-
counterspell.
Oh, absolutely. Not only that, but he's got to be able to do something. As I recall, he's got to at least be able to, like, move. Yeah, there's definitely, like, a motion or something involved.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Aha.
Aha! The telltale
Roll
arrow
your
reveals
damage.
all.
Roll what?
Roll your damage.
31.
He did.
You did.
31.
And 1 second. All right. So this priest.
I call
All right.
shenanigans.
Is there some recidivism period or something for? Not recidivism. Is there some refractory period for counterspell?
No, it's
They're out of
the
range.
it's the main guy, and he's too far away
You
now.
morphed into the wall, or
No,
Oh,
the other guy
distance.
that's got a beetle buzzing around him.
Oh, that guy's way too far away from me to do it.
he was distracted by the beetle and couldn't counterspell.
Wait, did that guy counterspell me before? Because he was way too far away. That guy's a jerk.
He wasn't. He just
He moved far away. He was
Okay.
within range before.
That's fair.
So both of these guys die in fire.
Yes! Go Regdar!
I'm
I'd
not
feel
gonna lie,
better.
I feel pretty good about that.
I'd feel better if I'd killed them earlier. This is a hollow victory.
The dude who took your hat still stands, though.
Also, the hat's gone, so like I feel like
Yeah.
no matter what, we walk out of this hatless, and that's just no. Is that winning? Is that winning?
Yes.
Well, maybe one of these corpses you just made has another hat.
Scale.
Well, it's not the same. It's not my hat, Kachka.
It could be your hat.
You don't understand. I was very attached to that one.
These guys don't want it anymore.
Scale, you are still unconscious. Give me a death saving throw. Oh, you failed. All right, one failure.
Those are Scott's favorite words, by the way.
Oh,
failed.
fail.
Ooh,
No.
You failed.
All right, the guards are all dead. Those are my favorite words.
Guards are wrong.
Lies.
Guards are dead. Let's see. What will this guy do?
I checked them, and they're dead.
Well, he doesn't think things are going well, so he's gonna run away.
Things seem like they're going pretty well for him.
All
He's
right,
been bleeding out of his groin the entire combat, and he's still standing.
Speak for yourself. That guy's not there anymore. Carlos.
Hi.
Hello.
Am I still slowed, or has that gone away?
Yeah,
Cast
because
that.
oh yeah, that's true.
No,
It
it is gone. Neither of you are slowed anymore.
Yay.
It ends
With the death of the spellcaster.
the spellcaster.
So what's my situation? The guy to my left has vanished.
Well, he didn't vanish. He's
First
at your
in place.
feet in smoldering.
No. There was a bad guy running down the hallway being chased by Umlal and then a beetle, and then there
Yes.
was another bad guy off to the west. who
Right, he
seems to
left.
He has left.
Mhm.
He has vanished.
Well, there was one more bad guy, but he seems to have run away now.
Yeah,
Yes, that
just
bad guy
now.
ran away.
How do I get rid of the snail
maybe
on
you
me?
can
I
catch
can't
him.
even do anything to myself at this point. Oh wait, I have the wrong thing selected.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You're a good runner, Carlos. Maybe you can get to him if he's just ran down the hall. He might not have melded into the wall like the other guy.
I can't hear anything. Is anybody saying
Oh, sorry.
anything? Oh, okay.
I'm seeing how far I can run. If I click my boots of speed, I can double my. I'm seeing if I can run to this guy.
So you can run. Running. I don't know what do boots of speed.
That would be an epic run if you pulled that
Because
off.
so my speed is 30. My boots of speed make it 60. That's not enough to get there. Can I run or charge or something to get the last 20 feet, or is that not possible?
Well, you
Wait,
can.
is there still charging?
There is not still charging. You can run, which is double move plus your other double move, but then you can't do anything. That's your
Oh.
action.
Right.
A hell of a run, though.
Run and throw your sword.
It would be fun.
I'd have to update my song about you to talk about the great run of whatever year it is in Athos.
This year.
Yes. The year of sand.
They're all the year of sand.
That's why it's very hard
Well,
to remember when you were born.
Carlos clicks his boots of speed, runs to here, and then he's going to throw his Dehada at him because that's as far as
Nice.
he can go.
All right.
Don't accidentally clip the beetle.
Crit.
Wow.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
So I get double dice, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
Solid choice rolling a crit, Jason. Well, seasoned D&D player.
All right, that hits. He's not dead.
Do you only get one attack with your throwing weapons?
Well, he threw them, so.
Do I get the extra attack? I think is only for my Do I get double
Oh,
attack?
it should be for
I think
whenever
extra
you're
attack
attacking.
applies only for melee. I
Yeah.
think it's only for.
Is it? Mm.
Yeah. I will
Really?
check, though.
Well,
Oh,
For a gladiator,
maybe
for a
you're
fighter.
special.
for a
Maybe you're
fighter, I
special.
think it is.
Rangers are different.
Gotcha. Okay. I was scared for a second there.
But then I'm going to take my action surge,
There we go.
Woo.
and I'm going to move up there, and now I'm going to double hit that guy.
Okay.
So do I roll two separate attacks, right?
That is correct.
First one is an 18,
That hits.
12 damage.
All right, he's still alive.
And that's a 23.
That will also hit.
That's another 17 damage.
All right.
Ellis is pissed off, okay?
All right. Hey.
So you can attack twice with extra attack. It is not limited to melees.
Oh, so I should have also attacked him with my Dehada.
Unless you only have one Dehada.
Yeah, but it's basically like a highlight thing. So he just throws two rocks with
Yeah,
it.
I just chuck rocks at him.
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't know what that was.
So, Scott, do I get that too?
Sure.
So back there, that would have been an 18.
18 will hit as well.
That's 7 extra points of damage.
All right. Well, he doesn't look very good, but he's not dead.
Epic run. Update the song, Kachka. Update
Oh
the
yeah,
song.
no, that one's going in the annals.
And it is his turn. He steps back.
That's a attack, right?
That is.
Opportunity attack.
I get my opportunity attack. Well, that's nice because I got the scorpion armor. So let's see. How does this work? 15 versus reflex.
Misses.
All right.
There is no such thing as reflex, FYI.
Mhm.
Transfer about 15 misses.
Carry over armor.
Well, then who's in charge of finding the treasure in the dark?
I don't understand what that means.
It's a terrain forever.
Okay.
Just so you know, that was pretty good.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
if I understood it, it would have been hilarious. Is that
That was my reaction.
okay? Good. And he waves his hand.
Uh-oh.
Again with the hand waving.
No.
Bye.
Turned into a beetle. No.
Goodbye.
A stone wall appears.
The other guy doesn't, like, morph out of it, does he?
No,
Oh.
that's really hard to see. So a stone wall appears there.
It's an illusion.
Umlaw?
Hey, it's
Well,
my
that changes
turn.
what I was going to do.
Am I still a beetle?
Yes.
Do I get an attempt to save against being a beetle?
No.
I settle down with a nice beetle wife and have some nice beetle kids. Apparently that is all I can do.
It takes longer than 6 seconds, I'm afraid.
It does. Sadly.
I'm a beetle. I don't have a lot of time in this life.
Yeah, maybe that is how long it takes for a beetle. How do we know?
Presto.
Maybe you
Can I-
should
can I
fly
do
by my.
anything?
You can fly by my ear and say, "Carlos, it's really me."
Don't fly too close. He might swat at you and kill you.
Beetles don't talk.
Alas.
Okay, so there's now a stone wall in between him and myself, so I can't see him anymore, correct?
That is correct.
Well, then I guess I can't shoot him.
Might not be a real wall. Just
Well,
a
I
thought.
can't see him, so I don't... I think I'm going to actually... Oops, I want to move here. And it is difficult terrain, but I should still be able to get... Let's see. I should still be able to get to here. So that's only moving 2 spots. And then, is it still double movement to move out, or is the move out of the square regular movement?
Double move to get out.
Okay. Wait, what is my speed anyway? Oh, my speed's 35. I can get out. All right, and I am going to cast a Cure Wounds on Scale. So I don't want her to fail any more of those death saving throws.
All right. So,
Since there's nobody around, I think I'm going to save my last 2nd level spell, so I'm just going to cast it at 1st level.
Right.
Maximum 12 hit points.
Woohoo! I wake up, I'm groggy.
Oops.
Am I home? What are you all doing in my living room?
If this is what your living room looks like, I think maybe you should speak to an interior decorator.
We helped ourselves to some beer.
Ketchka,
Yes, sir.
what would you like to do?
Huh. So did the guy that wandered off to the left, did he just run down the hall, or did he also appear to like morph into the wall or something?
He just ran.
He just ran.
That's too bad. I would have shot at him if I could have seen him. But it's still dark over there, so I don't know what that means.
All right, I think I'm going to head over towards the newly formed wall over here then. So let's see. I go there. That's
10.
10. This is another 10?
20.
Wow. Really not going to go very far this turn. 20, 25, 30, 35. Don't suppose there's any point in making an Arcana check at this distance.
You can make an
try
Arcana
it.
check.
I'll give it a shot. It's 60 feet away, but I just want to determine if there's a possibility that wall is illusory in some form.
Well, I will say you also saw him casting, so if you give me an Arcana check and you get above a 13, you'll know the spell he cast.
Okay. D20 plus 4. 18.
All right, he cast Wall of Stone, which creates an actual
wow.
wall of stone.
An actual wall of stone.
Mhm.
Farts.
You know it can be damaged and breached. It has an AC of 15 and 30 hit points per inch of thickness. You don't know how thick it is, though.
Okay, well, I can't do much against that. And let's see, how far away? Oh, within 60 feet. Well, on the off chance that Umlal wants to try and blast through that wall, I'm going to go
Carlos, you
ahead.
mean?
He's a beetle.
Oh, that's right, he's a beetle.
You don't see him.
I
Damn,
don't
he
think
could-
it's
He could
blasting
bash
through.
himself against the wall. I've seen beetles do that all the time.
He's
No, Carlos already has inspiration, so I think I'm done.
all right. Regdar.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are no enemies visible to me right now.
That is
vis-a-vis
correct.
the
By the way,
wall and stone morphing and just running away, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna magic missile that wall.
Okay. You hit it. Give me damage.
Yeah, let's assume I transmitted the information about Wall of Stone to all of my compatriots.
Okay.
I assume you would.
That's a pretty pathetic 13 damage to the wall.
All right. 13 damage. It has. Okay. I have to keep track of how much damage it has.
It's average.
That does not look like it did much of anything. But it hit. Scale.
I realize that I'm no longer dead,
That's correct.
and I thank Presta, and I get up.
Excellent. And we're out of combat.
Yay.
It seems most of our players have left.
We didn't die. That's kind of amazing. I thought we were all going to go down there. Fortunately, several of them left.
That is true.
That's good. That's good.
We're out of combat.
Am I still a beetle, though?
You are still.
You are still a beetle.
Someone could give an Arcana check.
Maybe.
I
what
will do
is
an
this
Arcana
beetle magical?
check. I will do an Arcana
Well, I assume,
check.
Dan, are you still being stealthy, or are you trying to call attention to your party members that you're a beetle?
Well, I'm trying to fly the fine line between buzzing around to get their attention and not getting swatted.
Okay. Well, someone make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna. Oh, you know what I'm gonna
totally
do?
failed. 6.
FYI, here's what I'm gonna do,
that's fair.
Scott. I'm gonna fly very fast. I'm gonna spell Omlal. Wait, I don't know how to.
air?
I'm not literate. Forget it.
Also, have you ever tried to read something being spelled out by a beetle in the air? It's really hard. I rolled a 26 on Arcana. I think I'm helping.
Yes. Regdar, you look at the beetle and you say that looked like it was Umlal, and he seems to have been polymorphed, but not truly polymorphed. So if we wait about 59 minutes, he will turn back to Umlal.
Hey, so I look up at the pit and I see the Templars staring down and just say, "Hey, some jerk stole my hat, but it's okay because I didn't like my hat. So we're gonna wait down here for an hour till my friend turns back from being a beetle. I suggest you not be there when we get out."
Wait a second. Can I point out that those guys are legitimate authorities? So, like, you could report your hat as like a crime, stolen hat as a crime.
After that guy.
Technically, we stole.
He has
that
my hat.
We stole that hat from we were grave
found
robbers.
that hat.
We were not licensed for sale.
Salvage.
Yeah.
The Templars are not there anyway.
Yeah. Desert law is very
They're
complicated.
gone. We were dying, and they just left. Wasn't even exciting enough of a fight for them to hang out with.
Those aren't very good Templars.
They're like, peace
No.
out, homies. We're going.
Homies.
So why don't we search these guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we out of combat?
Yep, you're out of combat.
Yeah,
Oh.
we are.
I wanted to
We
kill
can
the big
figure out
guy.
who they are.
Well, Umlal is a beetle.
I think I may need to heal myself some more then.
Yeah, do we want to rest up?
These 9
Or,
hit points are not feeling good.
All
We got to figure out how to get out of here at some point. But do we
That's
want to rest
true.
up quickly?
You are deep underground. You notice all the guards were wearing armor when you, while they were alive. Once they hit the ground, you look at their bodies, and they are no longer wearing armor. Their armor seems to have dissipated.
You're about to tell me they're in their underwear, aren't you?
No, they are not in
Not
their
again.
That would be fair.
Tidy whities.
They are clothed, as are the priests, also not wearing armor anymore.
Do they have any items in their pockets?
In their pockets.
Pockets.
They do. I feel like I haven't given you guys enough stuff, so...
What have they got in their
I have
pockets?
nothing.
I have jack.
I carry around charm.
Spooky crowns for everybody.
You've had some spooky crowns.
That's true. That's true.
Alright, let's see.
Fat lot of good it did us.
Ooh, I know what I can do.
It caused us a ton of trouble.
I mean, there may
Is
be
there-
some long-term implications of that.
Do any of them have beetle-sized longswords or something?
Beetle-sized.
We can tie it
actually-
to your little tiny.
Yeah, has
it's a
somebody
cocktail
realized what happened to Omlal, and can somebody do something about
Oh yeah,
that?
Yes,
we figured it out while
Regdar
you were
noticed it'll
stepped
take
away.
Sorry.
hour for him to come back to
Good to know.
Omlalness.
Yeah,
So
he'll
we
get
should really
he'll
just
get better.
be resting.
I
Let
may
Carlos
never
know
truly
before
beat
he
this
swats
game,
him.
though.
See, at least one of those beetles with like the really long, cool-looking horns.
You find a canteen that is filled with a foul-smelling orange mud.
Oh, good. I haven't given you guys enough.
Delicious.
I haven't given you guys enough
Facials for
stuff.
everyone.
Here's a canteen filled with mud.
I didn't say
Happy
good
now,
stuff.
players.
Yeah.
Did I say it was going to be good? No, I did not.
Scott
wait
just
until
really
you
hates
smell it.
Orangina. You know.
Once you smell it, you'll really hate it.
Oh, and you also find a tiny skull
What, is it made of crystal?
of a
Resurrected?
rabbit.
Rabbit skull.
You've never met a rabbit, but
Sand rabbit.
it's a sand rabbit. And when one of you going to take that rabbit skull?
I'll take a rabbit.
I'm gonna-
All right.
yeah.
When you put it in your pocket, you hear a whisper that says, "You're not very bright."
Great.
It's an insulting rabbit skull.
Yes, the table says when no one's looking, it insults you. Hey, I don't know.
Like, for a rabbit skull, it's really
Thanks.
gentle.
Wow.
Thanks.
I-
My
I
only
was-
magic item, and it just trash talks me.
But
Yeah.
it's lucky.
It's
Yeah,
useful.
No, I think it's rabbit's feet that are lucky. Rabbit skulls are
Oh, the skulls are definitely not lucky.
Now we know.
It wasn't lucky for the rabbit.
All right, let's see.
No wonder he's such a foul mood. Oh, boy.
Who's taking the yellow mud canteen? Who has nothing?
I
No one
think we should test out the yellow mud. To see
I will take a look at it and see if I can,
It's
figure
orange
out
mud.
what it is.
Can we figure out by taste if it's some sort of a potion?
Maybe you shouldn't taste
I
it.
will make nature, medicine, and arcana checks to see.
All
I
right,
can
it
figure it out.
appears to be mud.
Just mud?
Just mud.
Why do you have that in a canteen?
So much.
Is it a good canteen at
fabulous
least?
magic items.
It
makes
is.
mud.
It is not a good canteen.
When you pour out the canteen, is there more mud after that magically appears?
No.
Is there other stuff in the mud?
It's just mud.
Jeez.
It's orange. That's all it
Let's
is.
keep it.
What if you put it on your skin? Does it become magical stone armor?
You find a potion.
Potion.
You don't know what kind of potion it is.
I mean,
Mud.
maybe if we took it to a
It'd be
spa,
more
it might
mud
be worth something.
potion
Because Athens,
Right,
mud
that's
is
true. That's
rare.
true. But it doesn't make more mud. So you don't know what
True.
this mud does.
Somebody
We're
could
gonna
just
take-
have a nice facial mask.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to take that mud somewhere, and they're going to say that's not mud. That's kank poo.
That's really good for closing your pores.
It is actually all the finest spas on Athos.
Kachka
use it.
tasted it, so
Hey,
he would know.
Regdar, see what this does to your hair.
Does someone want to
Who's
taste
doing
the
that? Two-
potion? You tasted mud.
All the spas on Athos are
Tastes like cake.
I asked my tiny rabbit skull if I should. I take it out of the pocket. Does it do anything?
Doesn't do anything.
I put it in
All
the
right,
back
we
of my
all turn
pocket.
away so we're not looking.
It says, "Have you put on weight?"
Thanks.
Sorry. I'm just playing by the rules here. So to identify potions, you usually just take a sip of it, and then you know what it is. So if someone does that, you will know.
I'll take a sip.
Assuming it's not poison. But it's not. It's a potion of water
know.
breathing.
Oh, how
great.
lucky.
That's gonna come in
That'll
handy
be
on Athos.
useful.
Give
That's
it to
useful.
Regdar. He's the only one that could possibly need it.
He did
Does he
almost
drown?
drown that one time.
That's true. That's true.
I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Why has everyone heard that story?
That's
It's a
a good
story
song.
that Carlos likes to
Kachka
tell
made
about
a song.
campfire. Kachka has a song about it. It's a whole thing.
It was hilarious.
And you
It's a
find
pretty catchy song. What
in
can
one
I
of the
say?
pockets of the priest, you find a stone, and in another pocket of a guard, you find a matching stone.
By the way, on Athos, there's no water, so
Oh,
we
the
don't
Wonder
have a word
Twins. We
for
killed the
drowning.
Wonder Twins.
So drowning
stone.
is just
Get the stone. Get
drowning
the
is just
stone.
called regdaring now.
Talking to the stones. Talk to the stones.
So if
I
someone
cast
wants,
fireball on
Are the
Carlos.
stones just round-shaped stones?
they are. One stone has a face that looks like it's talking.
The face of the stone. We found it.
Back.
I have my rabbit talk to it.
The other stone has another face that is talking, and it looks like the stones.
okay. You can talk to each
like
other
one
with
of
them.
those lockets. The
Walkie-talkies.
two halves of the lockets that go into one. And it looks like they could do that.
Somebody
Let's
put them
them
together.
Nothing happens. Someone give me an Arcana check.
I'll do that.
Oh, I will.
I'll do it too.
No, I won't.
11.
Take it back.
Mine is a 7.
Okay.
Mine's
Mine's
also
11.
7.
You guys have no idea what these stones do, unless Regdar.
Hey,
Oh,
Regdar.
Regdar rocked it.
Oh,
I
Regdar
talk.
rolls a
I
27.
take. Okay.
Regdar says these are clearly sending stones.
They're basically
useful.
Athasian walkie-talkies. They're great.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be useful.
That
They're
could
more
actually
like
be useful.
Rocky talkies.
That's awful. You can never use one. You're still a beetle.
I swat on them.
And you can use them
Worth
once a
it.
day.
All right. Why don't we? Let me tell you, they're going to work better if we don't have one person carrying both of them. So
That's true.
Well, I'm telepathic, so there's not much point in me having one.
yeah. So Presto, why don't you take one, and
Sure.
Carlos, why don't you take the other one?
All right.
All right, and let's roll some non-magical treasure.
For those deep stealth missions that Carlos goes on, that's going to come in handy.
So you can send, basically you cast a sending spell through it to the other person holding it. The sending spell description's in the player's handbook, but basically you can send a short 25-word or less message.
It's like texting.
Yeah, but you can only do it
It's like
once a day.
Twitter.
There's no emoji. Also, it's very
No
low.
emoji.
And there's no range, so you could do it no matter how far away you are.
Yeah. So Carlos, the next time you charge like half a map away, you can send us a message and let us know where you are.
Nice.
I'm
But
over
it
here.
can only be used once a day?
Yeah.
Once a day.
So make it count. These are not anytime minutes.
Those are terrible walkie-talkies.
It's better than no walkie-talkie.
No
Yeah,
poop
man.
emoji, no sale. Although you could just say poop.
That would be one of your 25 words, though.
It's worth it.
And you find 17 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
Wow.
Whoa,
Who's going to hang on to those?
that's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gems.
Let's put them into the bag of holding that mysteriously appears whenever we have stuff we need to carry around with us forever.
I don't recall having one of these.
Put in the orange mud canteen.
It's a good way to hide them.
Everybody gets a couple.
I think so.
All right, so I'm assuming. Are you guys going to wait an hour or so that the beetle will transform back into Umlal?
Maybe
Yeah,
take a
yes,
short
I would-
rest. and-
I would also like to be able to use some hit dice.
All right, so you take a short rest. At the end of that short rest, Umlal appears.
Ha!
Oof.
Guys, I had the weirdest dream.
Umlal, you appear in the same state that you were before you were turned into a beetle, so whatever hit points, all that stuff is
Okey-dokey.
the same.
In which case, I will too use hit dice. How are we treating health?
So if you're going to use hit
level-wise?
dice, you need to do another short rest, so that'll be another hour, right?
Oh, never mind then. Don't care that much.
I do have some healing if you are desperate for it.
I'm not desperate. I think, what am I at? 27.
Yeah, I feel like you came out of that fight a lot better than most of us did.
I was a beetle. After that.
Yeah, and
So-
that's still a lot better than many of us.
It's true. That is not the worst thing.
I am playing the Song of Rest, so if you're going to take any hit dice, you get an extra 1d6.
Ooh, does
So
that
each hit
change
die,
because you're
or-
5th level?
No, it doesn't change until later.
Okay.
But
Is that for
I am
each-
now a font of inspiration, so I recover all of my
Steve,
bardic
you've always been
inspirations.
fond of inspiration.
You know, I really am.
Is that extra d6 for each hit die you use, or is it just once
No,
during
just
the
1d6.
1d6, yes. All right. So you guys rest up. You are in a pit.
It's like a
This is the
metaphorical
pits, you
state
guys.
of art.
I should mention, about 10 minutes into your Song of Rest, that stone wall disappears.
We haven't been down here for 10 minutes.
Is that
Oh, I
guy
guess
still
we have.
standing
That's
there?
right.
No, he's not.
Because that would change what happens
He
quite
was
a bit.
just waiting. And you explore the cavern down here, and it is pretty much what you see is there are no exits, basically. And you don't find any other guys lurking about.
No exits.
So should we check that wall that dude morphed into and see if there's any possibility that...
Someone give me an Arcana check.
Maybe we should throw one of those stones up through the hole and send a message of
Probably.
help. We're down here trapped. Help.
19 on an Arcana check.
I got an 18.
You are pretty sure that he used some sort of magic to travel through the stone. You don't think he is there anymore.
That's. I feel like I should have gotten a little more than that just with my knowledge of magic. But
Well, you also know it must have been some kind of elemental magic that you were
Okay,
unfamiliar
there we go.
with.
Yeah,
because
there we go. Yeah,
Checking your.
elemental magic.
You can't think of any spell that you could do that can do that.
All right, guys. Let's. I just want to check in. So, I may or may not have mentioned, but that hat talks to me sometimes.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is the most pressing concerns. I think the Shaquat beetle situation is probably the most urgent, but we may want to keep this on file to deal with later, because the hat did kind of promise everlasting power and the return of one of the old gods and a giant sandworm riding across the sky, and some pretty awesome stuff that it would be really lame if these guys got, right?
So is this hat still talking to you, Ragnar? Or...
No. I'm great now. I feel refreshed.
Okay.
Yes, that really is my hair.
Sandworm, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you guys would have been taken care of. Things would have been great when I was in charge. I don't know if we can make the same assumptions about the system of government that these guys who live in a pit underneath Tyr would impose on us.
Do we recognize any emblems on these fellows? I mean, or do we recognize the people at all? I'm just wondering who these guys are and if any of us would know. I mean, I've been around Athos all over the place, so maybe
That is an excellent question.
I mean, maybe these are stand-up fellows who I actually feel like should be the ones entrusted with this sort of a thing.
You see on them an insignia, which I will draw for you in my very poor drawing skills. But
it looks like a dog.
A pink dog.
It looks like a triangle.
Yeah. Illuminati.
With a little
Confirmed.
The little doohickey at the bottom.
Yep, that's the symbol, and you see it on.
I know this one. It's the Deathly Hallows.
On the you determine you're looking at the
triforce.
body of the priest, and it looks like he's wearing vestments, so you think, oh, this is probably a priest, and it has that symbol on it.
And what type of creatures are they? I think you told us that way back.
They're all humans.
They're all humans, huh?
So what can we do a check on to see if we were familiar with that?
That seems historical in nature.
Yeah, it could be a history check.
From
I'm the
working
wrong
with the
person for
Veil's
that job.
Alliance and who these people are.
26 on history for Rick.
I got a 15, but
So
Mr.
19
Pottery
here.
over there, of course, is
Okay.
going to do better.
this is you remember hearing something about cults of that worship the elements, and you vaguely remember that they have some symbols. You don't know exactly what this symbol stands for, but you think based on
Academic question.
Is this related to the desert?
Yeah. Hey, academic question. How many elements are there in Athos?
there are 4 elements.
There's just one.
Three of them.
Name them.
Sand,
Dirty
sand.
Because if
Fire
it's
sand.
related
And
to
love.
the desert, I have a
Yep.
Athasians have 72 different words for sand, by the way.
Yep, they're all sand.
if this happens to be related to the desert, then I have a 21 on a religion check.
It is not related to the
Okay.
desert.
What? That's all there is. There's
Then it's
nothing
only
besides
19.
desert.
So that's
And
a
you-
19 on a religion.
The arcane folks among you recognize, as you were watching these folks do magic, that it wasn't arcane magic. It seemed like it was powered from a different source, perhaps elemental
Magic, yeah.
which is highly unusual and would be something that perhaps the Veiled Alliance would be interested in knowing about.
Elementary might do it, dear.
Well, Scale's here, so I guess they do.
If I survive.
Yeah.
To tell the tale.
And as you're, like an hour and a half goes by, you've been looking around at stuff, you find some potions and some
I
sending
mean, these
stones.
guys did basically like level a city block to steal my hat. That seems
Then
like
they
the
leveled us, too.
Veiled Alliance.
Yeah,
and they
they're-
leveled you up.
And they somehow ran away through walls, like all of them did. All 3
Yeah.
that got away.
Hey, Scott, do those sending stones only send to the other stone, or are they just generalized sending spells?
They only send to the other stone.
Okay.
You don't need to cast it, so anyone can use it.
You said potions. We found other potions?
You found 1 potion, right?
Oh.
Which is going to be awesome next time we find that huge body of water we can drown in.
Right.
Hey,
That one of us will be able to survive.
the nature of the random tables. You notice a rope gets thrown down the hole.
Don't trust it.
And you look up and you see one of the Templars that was in the group earlier that looked like it wanted to kill you. And Regdar, you recognize this Templar as one of someone that you know.
Do I know his name?
And trust.
Sure.
Or
Or
just
do I
know.
just-
You can give him a name if you like.
Okay.
Hey, Regdar,
I recommend Paco.
who is that guy up there?
That guy is Bertrand, the Templar. What do I know about him, Scott? He's an okay guy?
He's an okay guy. Bertrand, is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
You wanted a name, I made a name.
No, I'm just making sure I had it right.
Bertrand.
He's a stand-up Templar.
I mean, is that good or bad?
Well, he's very ambitious.
Bad.
Right now he's a climb down Templar.
He is motioning for you to climb up.
All right. Well, I give him.
Can you tell if there are other Templars clustered around at the top of the pit there?
Does anyone have any kind of magic eye kind of business they can do?
Magic eye.
Yeah, you know those
Like one of those
posters?
three-dimensional posters.
Yeah,
You let your eyes go.
Just defocus.
Yeah.
Regdar regrets the question and begins climbing.
All right. You don't have to make a check. You climb. He helps you. Bertrand helps you up.
I mean, you can't climb with rope.
He is the one thing rope can't do. He is alone.
Good choice,
All right.
Bertrand. I won't forget this.
Excellent. He says, "I hope you can help me with I forget the Templar's name that you talked to last time.
Jerky
Simon?
McJerkerson.
The bad guy.
The bad guy. What is his name? Templar Troubles. No. Oh, it doesn't say what his name is. That's great.
Let's go with Simon.
Simon.
No, he
Fine.
had a name. You've established it.
He did have a name, but I can't remember it.
Look, that guy is not
Except it's
long.
spelled P-S-Y-M-I-N.
Yeah, Psionic Simon got
Well,
it.
we'll look it up. That guy.
And he says to Regdar, if the rest of your the rest of your group should come up as quick as possible because he's going back to get reinforcements.
All right, I wave for my friends to follow me. Yeah, that guy, he, a Templar on the take, who lets everybody know he's on the take. He is not long for this world. You know how it is. You made the
That's
right
why
choice.
I hope that you will help me when the time comes. I plan to assassinate him and take his place.
Bertrand, I knew I could count on you. You've
Excellent.
always been the best Bertrand I ever knew.
And he's dealing with House Sham in some kind of shady business with some kind of beetles. I don't understand what they do, but I know he goes to Fort Melodar to meet with them. So
Yeah, we knew that. Thanks for the recap.
I'm skittering up the rope while these guys are yapping.
But let me tell you,
Beat it, Bertrand.
his dealings with House Sham are no good. When you take his place, you'll steal clear of them, and keep
true.
things on the up and up.
I will endeavor to do such things.
Make sure that ambition is your weapon and not your downfall.
Regdar, you are always wise beyond your years.
That's what I tell myself every day when my hat talks to me. Goodbye.
Wait, you're not wearing a hat.
I said goodbye.
Is this the Templar in charge of the 6th District who was gifted some beetles at one point?
This is not the one you're talking to.
No, but the one that they are talking about who's
Yes.
in charge right now. Okay, that's Saranon, apparently.
Serenade. There you go.
Serenade.
Good old Saranon.
So you're out of the pit. I assume everyone
I like
climbs up the
Simon
rope.
better.
I like
Yeah.
the pit. I'm staying.
Would you like to
Alright.
be a beetle again?
Yes, it was very relaxing. There's a lot less to worry about when you're a beetle.
You see some puzzled workers from the tier streets department trying to figure out how they're going to close this big hole.
Hell of a job, guys. Streets are looking great.
They do not
demand
appreciate your
rest-
sarcasm.
I demand
Never
restitution.
happened if the Sorcerer King was still around.
You're
is
just
all I-
walking down the street. Look what happened.
Them strong words.
Wow.
And so now you're back. It's I think it was morning when you fell into this pit. So it's early afternoon now that you're out of it.
I could use a rest.
Well, we just took a.
We did. We took a short rest.
So if you want to use hit dice, you had time to do that.
Yeah, but
You don't get your spells back though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah, I feel like if we were planning on leaving in the morning or this morning to go.
Yep, you were on your way out.
We may wish to go sleep a night and then, because we're not gonna leave tier mid-afternoon. That's no good.
No,
right?
I think
Who
we
would
need
do
to
that?
sleep overnight and then try to keep a low profile and not be caught by the
So
Templar.
perhaps we
Isn't
should
that
go.
like the best time to leave tier when it's not blazing hot out?
Well, we'll leave early in the morning, but we'll head for Fort Melodar. You don't want to travel at night. You know that. It's really dangerous.
It's true.
Yeah, but it's incredibly dangerous when it's ridiculously hot.
It turned out that
Also true.
all of Athos is
Yeah.
incredibly dangerous,
It's
but
just
late at night
always-
is worse. Yeah,
Always
late at
really
night.
dangerous, but it's less dangerous when we have our spells.
Yeah.
That's true. It's never not dangerous.
That is an excellent point. All right, let's go take a nap.
All right, you take a nap.
Awesome.
The night passes uneventfully. You wake up in the morning.
Woohoo!
We
All
get back, what, half of our hit dice total in a
Correct.
long rest?
Correct.
Remind me
Half
how.
of your total hit dice or half of the hit dice you spent?
You get half of your hit dice that you spent back.
Oh,
Okay.
really? I thought it was the half the total.
Or half the total. No, it is half the total. And you are fully healed, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remind me, how far had we gotten with making preparations for heading to Fort Melodar?
I believe you were on your way to make preparations when you fell into a pit.
Okay.
Well, we've fallen into a pit and killed some guys.
So guys, let's make sure it's an early morning. And
So
That
you
was on
could
our list of
have.
things to
I'll
do.
say that in the afternoon before you went to sleep, because you still had plenty of hours, that you went to your local kank dealer, you rented some kanks or whatever, and you could pick them up. You've got provisions. You're ready to head out in the morning.
I hope we drive this kank
I hope
like
we've got the
rented it.
Kank Club Gold so that there's the kanks already waiting with our name on it. We don't have to check in.
I think
Street kank.
renting things to adventurers who are about to go into the desert is one of the worst Athasian business models out
They
there.
call it renting. They know it's not. They know
Is
that.
this the same kank dealer from which we rented those previous kanks that we left out in the desert?
Yes, but he's changed his business model, and now there are just rows of kanks, and you rent a certain level, and then you can take anyone in the row. So
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like
Yeah,
King
the
thing,
problem is
put
when you
monkeys
show
in,
up to
and
rent
it
from
opens
him,
up.
you have to wear like a fake mustache and a beard.
No, the insurance covers it. He knows that some kanks don't come back. It's fine. It's Athos, man.
Yeah, the only model worse than being a kank rental is kank insurance on it. or only model worse than that is kank reinsurance. Those
Also,
guys.
kank breeding is easy. There are a lot of kanks. World's full of kanks. Lots of kanks.
true. It is cankerous. Now, it is not.
Cantankerous.
I see 3 heads shaking right now.
I was nodding.
gotta be a
actually.
record.
I liked it.
Oh, see, thank you, Eric. You were always my favorite.
Did I get inspiration?
Yes. Your 10th level.
I'm taking the inspiration. You said it out loud.
He did say it in the past tense,
Did.
though. So
Oh.
Yeah.
So you head off into the desert. You realize it's going to take you a few days to get to Fort Melodar. You are going through the desert the first day. Everything's fine. You come to.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does my kank have a name?
No, you've been through the desert on a kank with no name.
Well, I have, yes, but does this one have a name?
Did you name it?
Its name is
Or
And you're
Gotcha.
feeling sore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And so you stop to rest. And
Well, that
there
was great.
There you go. You
It is
are.
uneventful.
It is uneventful. You come upon a natural resting place. There's a grouping of cactus there. You set up camp, and does anyone want to check out the cactus?
That sounds like a leading question.
No, I won't do that with the water buffalo.
Does any one of the cacti look like a beautiful woman who's welcoming us into a tent?
No.
If we pull one arm of the cactus, does it open a secret passage?
Oh,
I
look,
don't
there's
like
a
the
map.
fact that they're so colored.
Okay, I'm running away from the cactus as fast as
no.
possible.
We leave those cacti alone.
So
The next day we move on.
Continue.
So it's up to you guys, wherever you want to camp here.
yeah, Regdar would like to
I
read
will-
a lecture he once heard on the dangers and perils of cacti in the desert. Do a saving throw to maintain consciousness.
Can I roll a nature check to make some determinations about this?
Well, she knows that I'm going to
Sure.
investigate the farthest corner of the map.
All right, and this is definitely dealing with the desert, right?
It is definitely, we're in the desert. This is a desert flora.
All right.
Prime desert opportunity.
This is the
Rolled a
really-
3, but that's still a 13.
All right, you think they are you are certain that they are just cactuses, and you've read, you haven't read because you can't read. You know that your elders have taught you that if you slice one of these cacti open, it is full of liquid that you can drink.
All right, I will share that information with the group. Say we've got drinks for tonight. Maybe some of them are fermented. That would be exciting. And
I'm looking around the area to see if there's any other creatures that are wandering about on the fringes that might have discovered this about the cacti and are living in the area.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I would like to roll another nature check too to figure out where.
Well, that's a 3.
You don't see anything.
Anybody else want to look around for tracks or
Yeah,
anything?
I'll look around.
Yeah, me too.
Tracks in the
Pretty
sand.
good.
Oh,
Nope,
I will
11.
do that.
I got slightly better than you
Carlos knows
guys.
he's in the desert.
You are all
Carlos-
certain that there have no
Carlos finds lots
invisible
of
Own
sand.
tracks around an
I gotta-
outcropping of rock for about 20 minutes.
I got a 27 on my check for animal tracks.
Okay, so you notice that there have been some normal animals. It doesn't look like there's anything that's been congregating around here. Especially things have been coming past because it's the desert and it's an active place, but nothing that you think has set some sort of trap or anything like that.
Okay. Let's see. I feel like there's some special ranger stuff with being in the desert. That means we should all be safer. We can't get lost. That's something.
You know exactly where you are.
Yep.
Yeah, look for a natural place to camp that provides us more protection against the elements and potential predators.
Yes, I would like to make a survival roll for that.
Okay.
There's like steps going up to these cacti. That's interesting.
Let's see. 15, 27 on a survival check to determine the best place to camp in this area.
The best place to camp in this area.
Yeah, just like what would be roughly.
Well, the cactuses are on like a little raised butte. I don't know if that's actually the right term, but
Yep,
so it gives you a good vantage point. So the desert is fairly flat, so if you go up, it's like a 10-foot raised area. It's irregular, but it'll give you a good view of the surrounding area.
All right. I would also like to point out that even when I'm engaged in other activities, like foraging or navigating, I still remain alert to danger. So, just in case.
And
In case that comes up.
Way to go.
Yep. All right, I think we should camp by the cacti, and I will... Let's see, how big is my alarm spell? Because I can set up that little perimeter for us again.
I should totally have taken that tiny hut spell that I had the option for.
Let's see.
I'm waiting for us to do all of this and then have Scott say, the night passes uneventfully. Now you continue on. Glad we had this map.
All right, the alarm spell is not all that big.
It's a pretty nice map, though, isn't it?
It took all that effort for that map just for us to go to sleep and then continue on.
The alarm spell is only helpful if we're in sort of a cave and there's a door or something that I can...
I love that
Sense an
Jason's
alarm
actually walking up the way that he would.
Jason is into role-playing, man.
Yep.
Carlos likes to run,
Carlos is just getting some laps
likes
in,
to
man.
kick.
All right, so once we get up there, I would like to set up the alarm spell probably like over the easiest approach area, and hopefully.
All right. Well, show me where everyone is.
Okay.
Let me think.
I will move up to by the cacti.
All
This
right.
is where I think we should camp.
Okay. So you walk up near the cacti.
I'm going to stay some distance from the cacti.
Whoa.
So let's move you. How did you get up there, Presta?
If it looked like, it looks like this is probably the easiest way to go up. Would be
There are
it's easy to
stairs.
climb up there.
On the southeast corner there, by the way.
I don't think
It's not hard to climb up, but as soon as you get within 15 feet of one of these cactuses,
Okay, so that's back here.
yes, something happens.
Okie doke.
And I will assume that Carlos is also where he says he is, and everybody is where they are. So when Carlos and Presta get near two different cactuses, needles shoot out and attack them.
Yeah, just normal cactuses.
Great nature check, everybody.
And Tony is not on this map. Sorry,
So is this not the kind of cactus I thought it was?
Can we just we could just leave, right? They're just cacti. Like, let's not antagonize
just
them.
leave.
Roll diplomacy.
We come in peace, cacti. We come in peece.
I'm going to use intimidation.
What can I say? I had a 27 on my check. I think there's no way I could have known.
Yeah, Scott's cheating.
Not cheating.
You would never do that.
Totally cheating.
Let's see. 8 needles shoot out at both of you. Presta, what's your armor class?
It is 15.
All right. So
73.
These things are automatic hits. That was just an academic question.
He's making conversation.
I just like to check that you know what your armor class is.
5 needles hit you, and you take 1 point of damage each, so that's 5 damage.
Ouch.
And
But the good news, all your vaccinations are now up to date.
4 needles hit
Hooray!
you, Carlos. So you take 4 points of damage.
Don't you even want to know what my armor class is?
I know what your armor class is.
Okay.
Man.
The answer is too low.
And you feel like these have embedded themselves in your skin as though they are barbed. And
Oh, is this peyote? Are these guys going to go on a wild, strange trip now?
You feel that you are pulled one square towards the cactus, and as you get closer, you realize that there are another set of spines on the cactus that look much more pointy.
Hmm.
And now we should probably roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys. This is very, very embarrassing.
Go back to ranger school.
15.
Stay away from the colorful things on the map.
This is the lesson we all should learn.
These are very rare, which is why you did not know what they were. I am not cheating. Presta.
Right.
Look, exactly. It's like the monarch butterfly and the viceroy. Like, I thought this was a different kind of cactus.
This is a learning
Presta,
experience.
what's your initiative?
14.
All right. Kachka.
Kachka has a 5,
Oh.
and she's proud of it.
And so do the cactuses. Regdar.
3.
Oh. That's not good. Carlos.
8.
You're welcome. You guys are not doing very well on initiative here. And Umlal.
16.
Umlal, you go first.
Great. What do I know from where I am? Which is apparently pretty far from everybody else.
Well, you hear some startled yelps, and you notice, certainly you saw Presta was walking towards the butte there. And then you know she was jerked violently 5 feet forward, and you notice some strands that seem to lead into this cactus.
Oh.
All right. Let's see here. How far away am I? How hard is it to go clamber up the side of this butte?
It's easy.
Be
Great.
careful.
Well, I mean,
It's
you
so
guys...
easy a cactus can pull you up it.
So good news is now that I assume I'm fully 5th level, I get an extra 10 feet of movement as long as I'm not wearing heavy armor, which is never. So I can zip right up to this sucker.
You are never
try to
not
cut
Do
it.
you really want to do
Oh,
that?
do you
These things
really?
shoot needles.
Yeah, and then you're
I'm
stuck
trying to
trying to
get-
walk closer to them.
I was trying to cut her loose. Can I grab her from over here then?
You want
Slice through the ropey strands.
Give me a strength check if you want to grab her and rip her off of the needles.
This is gonna hurt me more than
bad.
it's gonna hurt you, except probably not.
Only when I turn around and smack you in the gut.
21.
All right, so you grab her and you pull her out, and she has 5 needles embedded in her, so she takes 5d4 points of damage.
Sorry.
Well,
the
I guess
good
it's
news
better
is
than hugging
Presta-
a cactus.
better than what it was going to be.
So that's 6.
Silly ranger, don't you know not to do
12 points of damage.
That's
Ow.
not bad.
And that's Umlal's turn. Scale.
I am going
Thank
to use my mage hand and give my rope to Jason so that I can help pull him out from the cactuses.
Okay,
Grasp.
so the mage hand is floating its way over to Carlos with the rope.
With a rope.
Presta.
Well, I would throw it, but I wouldn't make it.
No, I love that. It's a great use of a rope and a mage hand.
You've had these barbed needles ripped out from you.
Can I? Oh wait, can I make the mage hand now go around Carlos and then
No, it'll take a round to get to Carlos.
it travels 30 feet.
Fine. It can go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't completely go around Carlos.
I'll just have it wrap around his waist, so that he can't go any
Carlos more than
closer.
5 feet around?
Hey,
Carlos
don't be
is
It's the holidays. He's put on a little. Come on.
That's right, it's Sandmas.
Sandmas, yeah.
I'll just have it wrap around him, and then I'll hold the
Happy
rope so that he doesn't go any closer.
Maybe just hand it to him.
I believe it's called the Festival
Well, I
of
would
Sand.
assume he would grab it, but I don't know.
Presta.
Carlos just stares at the rope.
What is this rope?
So now that
Give me
Now
a
that I
Constitution save, Erica.
Constitution save. Oh, okay. 6. So I'm guessing that doesn't do it.
Okay.
Are these
You are
poison too?
so
Is that what you're
high
telling me?
right now.
Maybe.
Everyone's gonna want one by the end of it.
Okay, Presta, your turn. Still your turn. Do something
Okay.
if you like.
Now that I recognize these are not the cacti that I thought they were, do I
Yes.
do I
These are
know
not the
You
cacti.
suddenly
Cacti.
realize, wait a second, this is a spider cactus.
Spider
no.
cactus. That's creepy.
And you know that spider cacti shoot out these tethered barbed needles, drag their prey onto them, and they have feeding needles that impale things on and then suck the life out of them.
Ooh.
All the things that we just determined by experiencing that.
Okay.
Exactly.
No one has
Not
been
good.
had
This
life
is not a good thing.
What is their range? Do I know?
You know that their range is 15 feet, and you
Okay.
know that they can. Once they shoot 8 barbs, it takes a while for them to reset, basically.
Yeah, they weren't pulling you into to hug you.
Yeah, these are
in a
not.
nice way.
You would think that randomly there would be creatures out there giving us good things. I'm just
And Dark
saying.
Sun.
Yeah,
And,
on average. Sure.
Right. And do I know if attacking them with ranged attacks will get them to let go or stop pulling, or eventually they'll die?
They will eventually die. You know that they are not immortal.
How do they do for fire?
They are not particularly vulnerable to anything, but they have a set number of hit points in game terms.
Okay.
And you know that you can attack
God
the.
explain Mindy to us.
You
You can attack them. They will take damage.
That's right. They have an armor class. You need
He
to
might
roll a
die.
d20. You also know that they paralyze their victims, as well. And the strands
Okay.
can be cut.
Okay.
And you know
Then
that blunt weapons have no effect on a strand.
Do you say blue weapons?
blunt.
Yes.
Blunt.
Oh, okay. I thought that was very specific.
All right. I am going to move out of. I'll yell to everybody, stay 15 feet away from them, and you can cut the strands. And I'm going to move. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm going to make sure that I am. Is this still within 15 feet of that one? It is. Good grief! Everything's within 15 feet. All right. There.
There's something wrong with this map. You're still within 15 feet.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm just
she's-
out of range.
Forever, you're 15 feet.
All right, and I am. Let's see. I don't have any throwing weapon that has a sharp edge that could actually. Well, I have a dagger.
Just-
What are the chances of that I can throw a dagger? And
You're
probably
a
not very good. I'm
legendary
just-
hero. You can do it.
I'm not a legendary
Try.
hero.
You are. Believe in yourself. I believe in you.
Just don't hit Carlos.
No, actually, I'm thinking it's probably better for me. I'm going to just try to
Hit the
attack the
cactus.
cactus directly. Yep.
How dare you, cacti?
All right, you
I'm
are
just gonna-
attacking the Carlos cactus, as I like to call it.
Yes, the
Yep.
Carlos cactus. Ooh, not so good. 14.
That
Is
hits.
that a cactus? Yay!
They don't move around a lot.
Right.
I don't keep dodging.
Yeah, I suspect their dex saving throw is going to be very low.
5
low.
points of damage.
All right, this is arrows, I suppose, thud
Yeah.
into the cactus.
That's on my
And,
first attack.
oh.
If it's not totally.
It's not dead.
Oh, it was so close to a 20, but it wasn't one. Sadly. I'm guessing a 5 does not hit.
5 does not hit.
That cactus dodged.
Carlos, you have been hit by 4, I think? 4 needles.
Yeah.
You know, you could,
Slice the strands. Use a
you
knife.
could slice the strands. You feel like you could use your strength and rip the needles out of your flesh if you
That
like.
hurts.
Pro tip.
Can I try to use my tricol to slice the strands?
Sure.
Oh.
You can. You have 2 attacks, so you can hit 2.
So just a regular attack?
Yep.
First one's a 23
That hits.
for 13 damage.
The strand is severed. You are now 3.
So can I run away?
3, not free. There are 3
Oh,
strands.
there are 3 more strands. Ah, I see. Well, then I will just do my second attack. That's a crit. No, that's not a crit. 29 still, though.
That hits.
15.
And now there are 2 strands. Oh, and give me a Constitution save.
17.
You don't want to rip out those needles before you start getting affected by them.
I think you're supposed to pee on him or something.
Ketchka, it's your turn. And
Ketchka, it's your turn. Go ahead.
You feel
All right,
like you
I
have to
pee on
urinate.
Carlos.
Where are you?
I got a 60-foot range on stream.
You're gonna have to roll to hit me.
You do have to roll.
I'm quite some distance down to the south here. I went up the helpful stairs instead of clambering up the side of the butte. Let's see. So he's still got 2 ropey strands stuck to him. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And some rope, and some actual rope around.
Oh yeah, he has a rope tied around his waist.
Oh, and a rope tied around his
And a
waist.
spectral magical hand hovering near him.
It's tying a knot, but
You got a lot going on, Carlos. You have a complicated.
That's just Carlos' life.
So he is.
Okay. I'm trying to find my Chachka's range, and I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, my favorite. Kachka's Chachka's is my favorite shop, by the way.
Joke never gets old.
What are you trying to hit?
I was going to sever one of the ropey strands with my Chachka.
That's within range.
All right. I'm going to give that a shot then.
All right.
So, that is a 14.
That'll hit.
Beauty. And it does 7 damage.
And that strand is severed.
All right, you're down to 1. Yeah, I think that's about all. Who wants to take that last strand?
The cactus goes.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
No!
Let's see. So it's gonna pull you.
All right.
I'm holding on.
Boop.
No, but I'm holding on.
Well, give me a strength check.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna face
17
it
or
off against
higher.
the cactus's strength.
Okay. Well, let's hope for something. I fall
That's
down
something.
into the sand and I'm being dragged with it.
You are dragged 1 square ahead.
Hmm.
And now
Sorry.
it's doesn't do anything else.
Oh, well.
Well, actually, let's see.
Yeah.
Nope, he's out of range of that one. This one already fired. Oh, but that one didn't.
How can that hit me?
Down 10 feet of hill.
Yeah, how the heck can that hit me?
I can. It hit me in
Do
that
the-
same spot.
Are you telling me that these spines curve?
I tell you that it was a gentle slope, remember? It's super easy to climb up.
It's more of a rainbow arc.
Oh, goodness.
So it can see you. These are it's magic, man. So we'll see. Maybe they miss. There are only 8 of them.
Oh god.
What's your armor class, Umlaw?
74.
It's gone up 1.
2 of us can play this game, Scott.
After he was a beetle, he kept the beetle armor.
16 is my armor class.
All right. So you were hit 4 times, so you take 4 points of damage.
We healed up before going, right?
Yes. And now it's
Yeah.
Ragnar's turn.
All right. So Umlal didn't get pulled closer, but he's currently tethered.
Correct.
All right. I've been practicing with my protractor, and this square is within 20 of all of the cacti, and not within 20 of any of my.
Oh, look at this!
Ooh.
Look at this!
Oh.
Cacti. It's not personal, but I'm having a really weird week, and I don't have time for this. So
Do it.
I'm assuming that your ability to do a dex saving throw is limited. So enjoy 8d6 fire damage as I cast a fireball into the midst of a swarm of cacti.
Is it technically a swarm if they're not moving?
I mean,
Their spiny needles are moving.
what's the collective noun for cacti?
Cluster.
That's boring.
Oh, this is a cluster, all right.
A spine.
Okay. Well,
A
they're
mess of cacti.
mess of cacti. I would like to deliver 37 damage to each and every cacti in there, unless
All right.
they do a saving throw to avoid it.
What is their DC?
It's my spell save DC, right?
That is correct.
which I believe is...
Went up 1.
It went up 1, so my spell save DC is 17.
All right. Let's see. 2 of them save, 5 do not. How much damage?
Dude, Redgar, not messing around.
It's been a weird week, dude. I used to have a hat. So 37 damage to the ones who did not save, and half that to the ones who did.
Redgar came back as a better person, but also a bitter person.
There's like a Doctor Who metaphor in there for you, so you know.
He's no longer just a regular guy.
Yeah, he's the guy that wouldn't die.
Except that one time.
The Regnar.
I got better.
Remember it.
Yeah.
That's the exception that proves the rule, Jason.
Wow.
What is half of 37?
I was really hoping you were going to do that.
18.
18.
Did I just kill several cacti?
You did.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Including the one that had to hold on.
I feel a little better.
Amlal and Jason's
Now,
cactus.
let me ask a question. Did I kill the cacti that was tethered to Carlos, or was that a different cacti?
No, you killed both of the Umlal and Carlos's tethered cactuses are dead.
It's like I meant to. So, all right. Regdar just like dusts his hands off and turns to walk away. I assume you guys will take care of the last 2 cacti.
Take care of the rest, peasants. Umlal.
We don't even have to take care of the rest of them.
You really can just
not
walk
go there.
away. You can't.
Oh, I'm now out for blood.
Oh,
no.
jeez.
Cactus vengeance.
Scale, do you want to be living the rest of your life looking over your shoulder with a cacti following you?
Of course not. Of course not. That would
By out for blood, I mean out for whatever liquid is inside the cactus.
right. If that
Might be
cactus
something
helps
else.
other
Aloe.
cactuses, that we
Aloe.
don't go out for
You can drink
justice.
the liquid inside these?
You
Is
cannot
that a
drink the liquid
similarity?
inside these.
What?
What
You
do
cannot?
the spines do? Because I might just carry some of these just to poke people with later.
Well, you don't know what they do yet, and it's
All right.
Umlal's
can
turn.
paralyze.
We'll wait till.
I'm hurling 2 javelins at the
Now that
nearest
Presta
cactus.
knows it's a spider cactus, she should know what they can do.
I do know that they can paralyze.
Yes.
That was
27 and 20.
Those both hit.
Sweet.
So we can like paralyze people with these if we shoot them out of a blowgun or something.
Or just use our gloves and.
Or put it in a catapult.
That has a total of 17 damage on that nearest cacti.
That is not how catapults
I'm standing by my blowgun idea.
That cactus is dead.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
that
load some
damn
cacti
skippy it
in the
is.
catapult and shoot it, and people go, ah, cactus, ah!
Have you ever had cactus stew?
I bet you
Good
those 2 numbskulls that were following us around trying to get on the caravan probably would think twice if they got hit by a cactus.
That's true.
If
Wouldn't
we
you?
launch the whole cactus at them, for sure.
Umlal, anything else you want to do?
No, but I will retrieve my javelins after we kill that last cactus.
Okay, well, keep that in mind. Scale, you have roped yourself a gladiator.
An American gladiator.
Yeah, I can't think of any of their names.
Is it Gemini?
Laser. I don't know.
Oh, Gemini.
Nitro.
Nap.
I dust myself off and say,
Fleek.
I meant to do that.
It's a very
Excellent.
aggressive mating ritual.
You take
And,
half your movement to stand up.
And there's 1 cactus left.
Yeah. Do you pull on the rope?
No, I'll let Jason. Do you wanna? I asked Carlos if he wants to go and destroy the other cactus, or is he walking? Is he acting weird right now?
No,
No weirder than you.
Just
you-
define weird for Carlos.
Different,
chilling.
weirder.
He's
than
not actively
usual.
running or hitting anything right now, so maybe.
No, he's just hanging out.
Okay, I give him some lead on the rope, but I still hold on to it just in case.
She's not taking her eye off of you, Carlos.
I had a vision of Carlos trying to run toward a cactus and being yanked back by the rope.
Right before the last second.
Well, at least for Carlos, why didn't we think of this sooner?
Yeah, really. Those little harnesses.
Yeah.
Maybe with like a little
Presta,
bear on the back.
Yeah.
Hold his nose to the side if he's trying to go somewhere.
you.
I don't like the sound of this. Flipping pages is never a good
There's
thing.
some flipping pages, because I need to tell you what happens.
Flipping pages.
Yeah,
I'm looking for the section that says great things that happen to elves.
Here's that random table of boons for elves.
Do they
You
make
are-
special boons for elves?
They do.
A
Is
plus
that Goodberry Hill or something?
Knick-knack, paddywhack, throw the alpha boom.
bank error in your favor.
That was also good, by the way.
You are about to do whatever it is you are going to tell me you are going to do when you feel poison flood through your body and you are paralyzed. You are incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. If I attack you, I have advantage, and that's it.
And I'm the one that can cast lesser restoration. This is great. All right. Well, I
So you
stand there.
can't
then.
do anything. You can.
I fall down?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Well,
collapse.
okay, you're ready for
Alright.
a long rest then.
So at least everybody will notice there's something wrong and don't think I'm just standing there being a jerk.
Press to fall down.
Like I usually am.
Carlos, it's your turn. You've got a rope around you. You see that there's a half elf attached to the other side of the rope. There's a dead flaming cactus in front of you. And you've got some barbs in your chest.
Yeah, I guess I rip the barbs out or try before I become paralyzed.
Okay.
Well, she ripped him out pretty quick, and she still ended up paralyzed. So maybe
Oh.
you should gingerly pull them out so you don't take that damage too.
Do I have the ability to do something before I find myself paralyzed, Scott?
Leave them in forever.
Yeah, I will. You do not feel like you're going to be paralyzed, so.
All right.
He does see Presta fall
then I'm-
down, and he probably knows
put
that
two
Yeah.
together.
that
So-
wasn't just heat exhaustion.
So I'm
Guys,
going
I can
to.
tell you, I got a lot of tetanus shots as a kid, and the thing I learned from that is that needles are bad.
Needles are bad.
So what is this 7 that you've just rolled?
I'm attacking with my Dehada twice, the far off cactus there, and I missed and hit.
Oh. The hits roll damage.
4.
All right. Well, it takes 4 points of damage.
Yeah! Carlos says.
Excellent. And so you're not ripping the things out of you.
Well, I could. Can I? Do I have the time?
There's only one in him at this point, I should point out.
Well, no, you were cutting the
No,
strands. They're
He
still
cut
in
the
him.
strands.
Oh, what?
Maybe
still
don't rip
4.
them out and see if anything, if it
That
doesn't
would
happen
be
to you,
an
what happens to
action.
Presta.
So your attack was the action. You
Yeah.
can't.
So no.
Kashka,
Huh, okay.
you saw a big flame and a lot of flaming cactuses. Although the one nearest to you is still not flaming.
So I take it these cacti don't qualify. Do they qualify as creatures?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll viciously mock this last remaining cactus.
Viciously mock him.
You're the last one left.
You call
suck.
yourself a cactus.
All your
You call
brothers,
those spines.
all your
all of
brothers
your
are
friends
blooming
are
You
onions
are
now.
spineless.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
Okay. So
That was
if the
the
target can
skull.
hear
It was
me,
the rabbit skull.
though it need not understand me, by the way.
It does
So maybe
not
that-
understand you.
That does make some sense.
It's a
It must
cactus.
have done a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 16 now.
It succeeds.
What?
I rolled a 19.
Called shenanigans.
Cactus.
I rolled a 19.
Wait, you rolled 19, really?
Yeah.
That is one hardy cactus.
It has a 0 thing, so I took what I rolled. It was a
It has a
nice-
0?
Cactus.
It doesn't even have a penalty. It's a
Well-
cactus.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
man.
it
Maybe
doesn't
they're
have ears.
semi-sentient.
It doesn't have ears.
It's lived a long time, this cactus. It's seen a lot of stuff.
The cactus can't do anything.
Cactus may be wiser than Carlos.
Rektar, what do? You
Yeah,
see a Thrycreen mocking a cactus. You're a little puzzled, but
Not the weirdest thing we've seen this week.
No.
Let's see. I kind of figured everything would be taken care of by now.
He had walked away.
you did tell them to take care of the rest.
Yeah, he was doing that thing where he walks away from the fireball, like not even
yeah.
looking
Preston,
back
do you have
at
a
it.
chance
Like,
for a saving throw before
Yeah,
you get
it's-
paralyzed?
I did do a Constitution saving throw on my previous turn.
All right.
yeah,
well,
so did
before
I.
my turn passes on, then I'm going to send some bardic inspiration to
I-
Carlos.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna magic missile it.
Carlos has already taken.
Yeah,
rolled.
I already-
Concent-
I already took it and passed it, right?
Did you? Okay. See, I
Oh,
failed
you did?
mine.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I will. Well, there's nothing I can really do for you unless.
and that cactus explodes.
Oh, nice.
Regdar, whenever he casts
Regdar.
fireball, he walks away from it. He thinks it's because it makes him look cool, but also his eyes are really delicate.
Don't look into the fireball. All right, all the cactuses are dead.
All right, who wants baked
Presta,
cactus?
can these things still launch their little spines in death?
You realize Presta is not answering because she's paralyzed.
Oh god. I'm still the ranger. Is there anything we can do to bring her out of the paralysis? Is there some?
There's frequently that you can make a remedy for a
Poultice.
paralysis with the blood of the thing that caused the paralysis.
Well, that should be easy.
I am unsure if cacti have blood.
Someone can make a heal check.
Or medicine.
That's some deep cut knowledge there.
I have a really good medicine check.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
helpful.
also Make a medicine
don't.
check.
I rolled an 8.
I'll make a medicine check. What
Yeah,
the
me
heck?
too. I got a +2 or something.
I got a 1. I think I just killed her.
12.
All right. Well, none of you, as you're all ineffectually thinking about medicine and what you could do, Presta snaps out of her paralysis and realizes that the poison, while potent, is short-lasting.
Oh, great, Presta. Glad you're here. How do we cure paralysis?
Son of a kink.
So are these things still potentially lethal in death? Because I know some cacti will shoot spines even when they've died.
No.
You know, some cactuses still shoot
Stop
spines.
giving him
Oh my God.
ideas.
No, but I
Then what's the
apologize
point of killing them?
The child of these cactuses is watching you on a dune and will now follow you for the rest of your
A
lives.
single cactus liquid tear rolls
That's
down.
I asked Presta if we can take some of the spines and if they would still be potent.
I'm going to recommend we search among the cactus in case some previous victims
a nature
left behind some stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, was that cactus wearing any armor? Did it have some weapons?
I'm going to dress up like a
20
cactus.
assuming these are desert cacti, 25 on my nature check.
Do they have
are
any
desert.
spending money? Does this cactus have a billfold?
You realize if you're very careful, you could collect the spines, but you know that there's a chance that if you prick yourself, you could poison yourself.
I'll wear my gloves.
For about 30 seconds.
I'll wear my gloves and put them in my little tiny backpack.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
I like the 30 seconds on where they go in to pick it and then they fall down, and then 30 seconds later they get up, pick another one, and they fall down.
Damn it. Scale rolled a 20.
All right, you successfully put a spine in your bag.
Don't like throw that bag down on the floor when we get to the campsite.
I'm going to be searching through the bag.
I would like to carefully investigate around
like a-
cacti to see if there's any sign that somebody else might have
Yeah,
previously.
remnants of previous victims
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Remnants,
and their treasure.
I will also do that.
treasure. You
Use every
find
part of the buffalo.
a potion.
People are dropping potions left and right.
One stinking potion.
A potion of superior healing.
Ooh, superior.
Also, a canteen full of mud.
That should probably be given to somebody with superior hit points.
Not Regdar.
I have 60 now.
That's a lot of hit points, dude.
I have,
Wow.
Barbarian, guys.
I have 59, yeah.
I currently only have 25.
Yeah, I currently only have 45.
Lack of sophistication means lots of hit points.
Oh yeah. Yep. Totally.
Yeah, that's where your guys for that.
That's a trade-off.
Well, now that the cactuses are all dead, why don't we actually set up camp like
No.
we were going to?
And this whoever is taking this superior healing potion should write down that it regains 8d4 plus 8.
Wow.
I'll write that down.
Oh man.
You want it? Take it on, Lol. You can take it.
I would like a potion. I never get anything.
Umlaw
take
never
it.
gets anything.
Do you want a tiny rabbit skull?
No.
So now there are 8 burning cacti,
It called me dumb.
which is like
And
a
ugly.
for any tembo in the area, I should point out.
Well, now I'm heading up now.
There are you look around. There is nothing any more dangerous than normal around.
Great. I'm going to sleep. I need spells.
I don't think we should camp up here if well, I mean, how tall is just to the north that hill area?
Are we concerned about reinforcements?
we grow really fast.
They are slowly creeping.
Yeah.
All the way onto
it
one.
probably goes up maybe 30 feet.
Okay, I'm just thinking we should probably find a place where we can put a hill at our back and kind of curl up in a
So you can see up in towards the north there. There's a little indentation.
Well, here's an idea. Maybe you should roll to find out what a great place to camp would be.
Yeah. I thought it would have been near the water cactus. In my defense, those cacti look exactly the same.
Actually, to be honest, if we hadn't killed them all, those would be a great thing to have at our back.
Yeah, actually, those
As long as they
cactus
stop
look
stabbing us in them.
those cactus look just like Presta's friend Bob. It was just like an honest mistake.
He's a really nice guy.
The resemblance is uncanny. It's crazy. But I think that we should put a wall at our back so I can cast the alarm spell in front of us so that if something sneaks up on us, we'll hear it.
As long as nothing crawls up
And you know
down
that,
from that
right.
mountain.
That's a
See,
response.
there's this little area here. What if I double click? Does it do
Would
the
the
thing?
alarm spell have worked on cacti? They don't really move.
They don't move.
Once the spines went through, yes, that
Spines
would
go
have worked.
flying out.
I don't know how to make it go bloop bloop on the thing.
It doesn't always work for me.
It's a good place to camp.
You camp. It doesn't matter because nothing's gonna happen. You camp. Everything's fine. Alarm spell set up. You wake up in the morning. Nothing happens. You continue on.
Okay.
Good
Good times.
Yay.
Yay!
Well, I will also forage for actual food for us, and yeah.
Yes,
Some
I
birds are
incidentally,
probably not a lot, but-
since we're in the desert, I can find food and fresh water for up to 5 other characters per day.
And I can for up to 10 other characters per day
Fine!
in the desert.
So you wake up. You continue on to Fort Melodar. Melodar is a sleepy little outpost on the edge of the verdant belt north of the Lost Oasis. Earthen ramparts and a ditch filled with deadly brambleweed protect the fort from attack. Inside, the compound is divided into 3 areas. A large, dusty square for visiting caravans or visiting caverns,
Yeah.
a cluster of barracks and sham offices, and lush gardens with a palatial manor in its center.
I
Several
assume we learned this from reading the flyer they have posted outside.
Several
Stop
wooden
talking to me.
watchtowers rise above the
Tourism
earthworks,
information.
and you can see several patrols of Sham soldiery going about their business. Soldiery is an odd term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some questions.
Here
It
are
says we should visit the scenic gardens.
yes. So as you watch the fort, you notice a plume of dust to the south, crouching behind some thorny bush. You wait and watch. Eventually, the dust plume approaches, revealing a large party of Sham warriors. You count about 30 of the soldiers marching in precise rank. In the center of their column, 10 of the
I
warriors.
attack the Shawn Warriors.
The thorny brush.
I attack Kachka.
The thorny brush extends its poisonous branches. and
10 of
kills
the
us.
warriors
Scout.
carry odd caravan boxes slung from shoulder-held poles. A brawny mole with a gleaming vest of steel mail leads the small
Into the
company.
gates of the
Would you
fort.
say that our elevation allows us to see over the fortification?
Yes, and you continue to watch.
watch.
The company marches through the lower compound of the fort and into the Sham barracks and warehouses. The porters carefully lower their burdens, and a number of Sham agents swarm around the boxes, carrying them into a plain warehouse. After a short time, 10 kanks carrying sealed urns and other cargo
10 kanks
led
carrying
out
sealed
from the
urns.
warehouse. A caravan is quickly organized as a small party of elves appear and take possession of the
9
camp.
house Shawn guards.
The elves
Have
lead
10.
the gangs out of the fort and turn east, setting off at a rapid
Sealed
pace.
urns.
The company of Sham warriors remains in the
Nice,
merchant
Sham
compound
beetles.
for about an hour, resting and watering. And then they fall into ranks and march out of the fort again. They head
Hey,
back the
marching.
same way they came, slowly disappearing into the dust and haze of the deserts to the south.
And a desert to the south.
Do you want to follow the elves, the soldiers, or enter the fort?
Scott,
Did
can you
I-
read that again? I didn't get all that.
Suddenly, you all have massive heart attacks. And thus ends the quest for the Shockwat beetles.
Total party cardiac.
I didn't say a
Cactus
word.
walks by and drinks your
She
blood.
was good. She was good.
So you're already his favorite.
I'm just cementing my position.
That's right.
Did I recognize any of the elves?
No.
Yeah, I was wondering where they came. Oh, there it is. Small party of elves appear and take
Yeah,
possession.
if you were listening to what I had read, you would know what happened.
Well, some people were interfering with the reading of the text there.
And so this picture that I have displayed helpfully for you, with mistakenly some text in it, is what
That
you
was
see. That was a
Odd
mistake.
caravan
Well, the
box.
sealed urns would probably sound like something that the Shockwat beetles would be carried in, no?
Were they the
Sure.
same
Or they
type
could
of
be the
urns, or
caravan.
were they different types of urns? Like we know what kind of urns they carry the Shockwat beetles
You
in.
think that, yes, those are carrying Shockwat beetles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Why don't we
Carefully
follow the
surrounded
beetles?
burdens there.
I
so-
think priority 1 is probably the
the
known
elves.
beetles with the elves that before they get further away. Priority
The
2 is the fort, and let's never deal with those soldiers ever again.
I'm on board.
I'm good with never dealing with the soldiers ever again.
Wait a minute, the elves, they just led the kinks out.
I assume that
they
the
came
soldiers are going to the source of the beetles.
Oh.
Because they come from the source of the beetles with the big things full of beetles.
Follow
and then
the
they go back.
soldiers. Yeah, don't just
Okay.
bust
Bold
the tank dealers
suggestion.
on the street. Yeah, got
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, we're already at the place where they're delivering the beetles. Do we really want to follow a
This
bunch
is
of
not
dudes
the
to some
source. The
completely other
source.
place?
We're supposed to
We
find
need
the
to find out
source
where
of
the
the
beetles
beetles.
go.
Right, you know that the beetles.
I suspect we can find that out from one of the many people here at the fort who just took delivery of a bunch of beetles.
By asking them.
Steve, you follow Kanks, you're just gonna find Kank dealers. You gotta fight the soldiers back to the source.
I don't care about the kanks. I just want to go into the fort and beat people up.
Well, there's no
They can tell
guarantee
us
that
where they
people
came from.
in the fort will know where those soldiers come from. They may keep their where they're coming from a secret.
All right. Well, since we're awesome at stealth and following people without being noticed, we should totally follow those soldiers.
Guys, let me show you my crazy wall I've been working on, the diagrams.
All right, so you have three choices, basically. So you should come to a consensus. You can follow the caravan of elves, you can follow the 30 warriors, or you can go into the fort.
It's the holiday season. I say we follow the caravan of elves.
I think the elves, because they have the Kanks and they have the beetles, and we need to kind of find out.
Well, the only
Yeah.
thing we'll find out from them is where they're delivering these
Yeah.
these
It's hard.
beetles to. And I mean, that would be saving a whole bunch of people from
Yeah.
those beetles.
They're the most active threat, but they're probably the least information about where the beetles come from, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yes.
the people in the fort will have information, and they're neither soldiers nor a group of elves who are probably heavily guarded.
But we're not very good at getting information out of people. We're better at running after and smashing. I've seen the way we operate.
All right. Well, it's a crapload of soldiers
That is
and
a
a
lot of
lesser
soldiers.
party of elves.
I vote for either the elves or the fort. I feel like those are our better opportunities. The soldiers we can probably track.
That's true. There's a lot of them. So
Yeah.
And we do have a crack ranger who knows all about cactus and things here. So.
I'm good at tracking.
I almost drowned on a desert planet. We all make mistakes.
Scott, what did we know about this fort in relation
We can
to...
always come back to the fort. We can't always follow both of these groups.
And it's much
Desert.
harder to follow elves than it is to follow
So
soldiers.
That's
you
a very good
know
point.
that they know that the beetles are coming or being shipped to this fort. You don't really know if the beetles themselves. The Shakwat beetle is not normally doesn't do what they do. These mysterious Shakwat beetles do. So there's a process that is being put on them. So you don't know if the beetles are being delivered here pre or post process.
Oh, okay. In which case, I vote for the elves because since we don't know whether these beetles have been, Shakwatified, that we might as well follow
My
the
favorite
elves.
Shaquille O'Neal role.
If they are already dangerous, then we're saving
Therames,
people from them.
The defiler who makes the beetles likely lives here at the fort.
Yeah,
Which is
I
what we
think
need to find out, right?
I'm inclined to enter the fort if we don't know where in the process they become mind control beetles.
I suspect
if
it's
we
here
saw-
at the fort with where Therides probably hangs out.
I wouldn't think so. If the soldiers brought the beetles here, we saw them immediately taken by elves and taken away. They didn't even go into this fort.
No,
we
that's a
don't
good
know
point.
if they did.
No,
No,
that's
no,
not-
so-
no,
I mean,
they
they
were
went-
carrying
they
steel
went
urns
into
and
the-
cargo.
all you
Yeah,
saw.
No, they were
have
carried
to.
into the warehouse, and then the elves came out with some fresh cargo. They didn't
After
come
an
pick
hour.
up the
Yeah.
For a short time.
The warehouse is there.
So I think the conversion's happening here.
stash house.
Okay.
And if it isn't, maybe we'll get a lead about whether we need to be following the elves or the soldiers.
Right. Well,
All right,
the elves
well,
have
it's
some
gone.
dangerous beetles. The soldiers probably just have beetles,
Quite possibly.
for what that is worth.
Well,
But
we're
there are
here.
30 soldiers and a small party of elves, so
Elves
I
can
would
be
vote
dangerous, man.
against 30 soldiers, man. Last time we fought 30 soldiers. It's better not to think about that again.
yeah.
I think almost every
20
battle
friends when
we
we did
fought was really battles that we probably should have.
And this time we
not
don't have
get back
a
at
catapult that we're totally incapable of using.
So what are you doing?
Also, this
Why
is
don't we
chapter
call-
43, Shaman Warriors, so that
Chapter
includes...
43, good God! I'm sure you guys will finish next time, though.
I feel like next time you're gonna finish.
Should we do a vote?
Yes, let's do a vote.
All right.
Actually, I shouldn't say. You guys should decide if you want to vote or not.
Umlal, what's your call?
I'm gonna vote for Fort.
That's one for Fort. Presta?
I think the fort, given that we think maybe it happened here.
Two for Fort. Scale?
I say the elves.
That's two for Fort, one for elves.
Because that's moving. The fort isn't moving. We can go
Carlos?
back to the fort.
Warriors!
Okay. the soldiers? Okay. So, all right.
Warriors!
Kachka?
I'm going to go Fort. I think if we're looking for the source of the beetles, the guy who makes them bad beetles is probably the source.
All right. Well, Regdar would vote for the elves, but it looks like you got 3 for the Fort, so I think Fort is where we're going.
Carlos changes his vote to Fort.
Always on the right side of history, Carlos.
Ice Bear says Fort.
So it's unanimous, he says.
Carlos, more political science major.
All right, so you guys go towards Fort Melodar. It's an open trading post, so you walk in. As you walk in, you notice that you're walking through
other trading posts, and it's cool. I'm cool with that.
You walk through what is known as the North Gate. You notice that there are about 10 Sham guards here. They don't take any particular notice of you. You walk into this kind of compound or open area where there are lots of caravans getting ready. There is a tavern by the name of the
Shockwad Beetle.
The Broken Tankard. The Broken Tankard. There are a bunch of... You see a Sham warehouse that is guarded. You think that you could not just walk into the Sham gatehouse. Oh,
there goes my
warehouse.
But we do have those cool Sham tokens that have been so useful up till this point.
And
one is not
from the
simply
Sham
walk
Metro
into the Sham warehouse.
That's right. Let me see if there's anything else in this courtyard for you. There's some stables, and that's it.
Oh.
There's so you walk through a gate. You notice that there's another gate to the north of you.
All the way down.
You ask around, and they say someone who's working on a caravan says, "Oh, that's the Sham quarters. No one's allowed in here. Caravans are just allowed in this area here, known as the caravan compound."
Good thing we're not in a caravan.
That's what they call a caravanserai.
I don't think they call it that.
No, that's a word.
Yeah, it totally is a word.
Yeah, just because I said it in a funny voice doesn't make it not true.
None of this. So what do? You've got some stables. You've got a tavern, quarters. You've got a guarded gate into the Sham quarter section, which is where the warehouse is.
I think we should send Scale to ask some questions and talk to people, because she has less of a tendency to piss people off than most of the rest of us.
It's all relative.
Maybe Kashkash is not bad at it either, but
I don't think we piss people off so much as bemuse them.
So I'll go up to the guards that are in front guarding the Sham warehouse, and I will use my charisma.
Okay.
Very friendly, and ask them, "Hi,
Hello.
I was following these people around here, and they said that this was a really great place to hang out. What are the things that happen around here?"
Caravans arrive, caravans leave.
Now, do they seem to have keys on them to the? Are they defending? Like, what does the gate area look like? How do you get in?
It looks like they would yell to someone on the other side who opens up the gate.
We have guys who yell.
We do. So I say, so what exactly do you guys do here, anyways?
We guard this gate.
It sounds like really boring work.
It is.
What's inside of the gate?
House Sham's quarters and the warehouse.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds like a really important job.
It's not.
So tell me, when do you get off of work?
I am getting off of work in about an hour, and then I'm going to head to the Broken Tankard. Everybody hangs out there.
So
You can
that would
hear
be.
about a lot of things at the Broken Tankard.
Well, I guess maybe I'll see you back there later on.
I hope so. Wink.
Okay.
As your
So I
party
say
bard, I'm going to recommend the pub to all. Just putting that out there.
We should be asking questions too about the caravan that just came and left. Like, did it actually go to the House Sham area, or did it go someplace else? Could we even see from outside?
Yeah, we saw it go to a specific warehouse, didn't we?
Well, if I
Not
remember
here.
correctly, the company marched through the lower compound of the fort and into the Sham barracks and
Okay.
warehouses. Then the porters carefully lowered their burdens, and I believe a number of Sham agents swarmed around the boxes, carrying them into a plain warehouse.
Gotcha.
That's what I recall as well. Yeah.
That was the part where
Interesting.
things got confusing for me. Gotcha.
So
I think some of that cactus juice was still addling my brains a little bit.
Preston needs to cut back on the cactus juice.
You might also recall that after a short time, about 10 kanks carrying urns and other cargo.
Okay, what are you doing?
Oh, come on.
All right, yeah, let's
head to the
hit the tankard.
tankard.
All right, you enter the Broken Tankard. It's a fairly nice tavern. It caters to the various caravan and desert people who come by. You see there are
Pro tip,
several people.
Never order the fish and chips at Athos.
It's just fish. You see a scarred female mull behind the bar. You see an elven bard strumming a piccolo.
How do you strum a piccolo?
Well, it doesn't make any noise, but you can do it.
He's doing it. That's how good he is.
You don't never strum your piccolo in public. It's kind of a classic bard rule.
It's an Athasian piccolo.
It's just it's a piccolo. It's just a guitar with one string.
That's a nice guitar. It's a piccolo.
And you see a Sham guardsman who seems like he has been heavily drinking. And you also see some. Obviously, there are a number of open tables. You don't need a reservation.
Because of
Because of the piccolo strumming.
I play the flute. I've never tried strumming it, but I'm curious.
We're missing out. There's a whole dimension there.
It is
Although-
part of my character build. I kid you not. Rangers have, or my particular kind of ranger has a musical instrument, so that is something I can do.
Are you
I go up to
secretly
the
a bard?
drunk guy.
Just found out.
Hey,
I asked the drunk guy, hey, was there a caravan that came
When
through
did you
here?
get off of bar?
Caravan? I don't know. There's a bunch of caravans.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what was in the last caravan?
I don't know. Was it elves? Maybe they had elven stuff.
Was it something really expensive, what they had? Because I have this gem. I'm looking to buy something. If you could maybe let me know what was on there. And I take out one of the 1,000, whatever, 100 and something, 150 gold gem. And I show him very gently that, like, maybe I'm, looking to buy something for a friend.
Well, he stares at the gem and he's like, I could tell you where to shop. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something much rarer than that, though. I was hoping that's something that the elves had brought by.
Well, how rare are you talking about? The elves have some
Rare and deadly.
deadly. Well, there are these. I probably shouldn't say. It's worth much more than one gem.
2 gems?
I said much more than one gem.
Oh. I might have a few gems.
For maybe, I don't know, 3 gems and fermented kank blood.
Or 3 gems is not really that much more than 1 gem.
It's 2/3 more.
He's drunk. Don't bargain up.
I might know something.
What would this something be? I give him some more ale.
Well, I would have to see the gems before I told you this.
Okay, I show him the second gem.
I'm pretty drunk, but I can still count, and that's only 2.
Now you got 4.
I show him 3. No, 3. 3. He said 3.
Come here closer.
I get closer.
He's trying to whisper, but he's not. He's in the same volume. So there are these elves have these beetles. They're going to this place.
What is the place called?
Caldenar. Caldenay.
Take me away.
That's where they come here all the time. Stupid elves. I hate the stupid faces. They come with their beetles and their stuck-up attitudes. And then they.
I back away slowly. I want to make sure I'm not in his line of sight.
And then the agents, they come out, they do something, they hide the beetles in like some stuff, and then they go off to Caldenay.
What do they hide? No, who does these things? Who runs this?
Some Sham people.
And where is it located? Where is Caldenay?
So Caldenay, you'd all recognize the name of Caldenay as a kind of legendary ruined dwarven city that was destroyed in some kind of cataclysm. Nobody knows what the cataclysm was, and it's about 2 days' travel from here.
So, if you can help us find out more about this and sneak us in, these 3 gems will be yours.
Wait a second. What? Who are you people? What are you looking for?
What? What are you talking about?
He suddenly realizes he may have said too much.
No,
He's like, what?
Don't worry. I'm friendly. Don't even. It's all good. This is going to be very profitable for both of us. Who's going to notice if a beetle goes missing or not?
I think you should leave.
If he starts yelling, you may need to poke him with a cactus spine.
And don't tell anybody I said anything because
of course I wouldn't. Don't even worry. No, nothing at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I let everyone know.
He passes out.
At least flip the guy a couple of gold pieces or something.
Okay.
I bought him a beer. He's fine.
What else are you guys doing?
Oh, okay, that's good. That's as good as gold.
So make us feel like the destination of choice here is Caldenay?
Well, that's where they're going.
That's where they're going, but it doesn't tell us who's doing all the magical stuff to the beetles.
But where have they been?
We know who's doing all the magical stuff to the beetles. It's some dude named Therides.
Who you've met?
We have?
Yeah, he was one of the defilers when you guys were caught in those cages.
Well, we were captured.
Yeah.
I'm in the cages. I blocked that out. Mm-hmm. There's also somebody named Sheracy who was uncertain of how to proceed with issues with the beetle bonding process.
Whoa.
I don't know if we have any idea who that person is, or I don't think we've met that person.
Well, there are other people to talk in this tavern, or you could go. You know where Caldenay is, so.
Well, let's. Who else is around?
We could ask about Therides and see if anybody knows where he is.
Yeah, I guess we should try and rule out pretty quickly whether the fort is a bust, and we need to track those elves ASAP, or.
Of course, at least we know where they're going, though.
We do know where they're going, but they're fast, right?
They are very fast.
Catching up with them is going to be hard.
I'm going to drunkenly stumble into the drunken guy as though
he's passed
I'm not
out.
part of this group. Oh, he's passed out now?
Yep.
What the hell?
Take his stuff.
Yeah, you can steal the
Does he
money,
have
give him
keys?
back.
No, he doesn't have any keys.
All she gave him was ale. I don't think you want that back.
No, thank you.
So who else is about?
There's the bartender. There's the elven bard.
It's not like a conspicuous defiler in the corner.
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of stumble sort of haphazardly towards the elven bard, as though I'm slightly inebriated, although I'm not.
Oh.
Ooh.
Roll deception.
All
Do you guys
right.
have like a secret
insects
bard
get
handshake or
inebriated?
something?
Deception? Ooh. That's
Or is it bluff or something? I don't remember what it's called.
No,
It's deception now,
great.
yeah.
I got a
Alright, good.
20.
All right, you look credibly slightly inebriated.
I have some experience. All right. I'm hoping that professional courtesy extends here, since we're both bards and all. So I'm just going to say, hey, you know where this guy Therides is at?
Therides, you say?
You seen him around? I've been looking for him and I can't find him.
Well, I think if he's the guy, is he a human? Wears robes?
He's
skinny.
somebody. I can't. They all look alike to me, you know.
Well, you and me both, brother. He's an elf, but he also hates humans.
This bard is also an elf, right?
He says, "Well, I don't know. I know that there's a guy who might be Therides. I don't know. He comes every once in a while from Caldenay, I think.
Caldenay!
I'm a little parched.
Caldenay.
I could tell you more, but I'm so parched. It pains me to talk.
Oh man, I didn't even realize. Hang on,
Athos.
let me get you a beer.
We're all parched.
An ale. What
Yes.
are you drinking?
I'll take 3 ales.
Three. Okay. That sounds good. I'll take 3 too.
Dark,
The
dusty
arms
here.
for it.
All right, I order up 6 ales.
The mole pours them out and brings them over. And the elf downs 2 of them immediately, and says, "So, Seal, I know that they send some stuff to Caldenay, and then it comes back in these sealed packages."
That's okay. I was just wondering where this guy Therides was, but that's good. That's good knowledge.
Well, he always comes back. This Therides guy comes back with the sealed packages. He came back like a week ago, and then he left again.
Okay.
Good to know.
That's great. So you think he's in Caldenay then?
As far as I know, that's where he is.
Yeah, but do you know about this guy Sereshchi?
No, I haven't heard of him.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. Hey, this is pretty good beer.
It is, and then he drinks the 3rd one.
You should drink that other one. Oh, you already did.
You haven't touched any of yours.
Yeah, we drink differently. 3 Crean. We kind of osmose through the air.
That's
It's
fascinating.
wafting right now.
Stick it
Oh,
all
this is some
into
good
the
stuff.
glass.
Oh. I drink a beer.
All right.
Just make it clear that I'm not completely screwing with it.
The bartender goes up to the other people who are not at that table and says, "Can I get you any drinks?"
Ale.
That's you guys.
Yes.
Sure.
She gets you-
That's very nice of you to offer. Thank you.
All
I'll
right.
have mead.
She gets you a mead.
Ale, as long as it's on the house.
It is not on the house.
Nothing for me.
I will get Umlo and ale.
I'll have your on the house ale.
Free as in beer. All right. So she gives you beverages. And is there anything else that you guys want to do in here?
No, I think it's pretty straight. We have to go to Caldenay.
Can I ask the bard if he'll let me strum his piccolo?
Whoa.
Oh!
Roll a charisma
Not
check.
not even the first
that's not
date.
something you do. Carlos, don't. No, that's not.
That's not polite.
Cool, man.
That's not
Not
polite.
cool.
Don't do it, man. This
I think
bardic
he's rolling.
Maybe he's strumming his piccolo.
I lost. I'm gonna hear. It's a critical hit.
All right. He says you look like someone who would appreciate a good piccolo.
I want to leave now.
I'm ready to go.
And he hands over his piccolo and says, "Let me show you how to strum it."
Night, everybody.
Close attention.
Now, Carlos knows how to strum an elven piccolo.
I bet Carlos is going to get better information than Kachka did, though.
Anything else that you would like to do?
When it comes out, he might not be too happy about it.
God, no.
All right, so
Okay.
you have 2
Shall we?
choices. You could go to Caldenay at this point. You could try to sneak into the Sham quarters, or you can try and track down. Well, I guess you have 4 choices. Try to track down the Sham soldiers that left, or the Elven caravan.
Well, the Elven caravan is presumably on its way to Chardonnay, so
Caldenay.
We also. I mean,
somebody-
we now-
Maybe
we now
somebody
suspect
with
Caldenay-
charisma should ask where the soldiers come from, since we know where the elves went. It would be nice to know the other.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. We now know that the Defiler is probably at Caldenay, and that that's
Correct.
that is kind of though that is not the source of the beetles, that's like a key part of the beetles. So
Well, it seems like the soldiers are probably they're House Sham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Caldene is only 10 miles south, so that's like half a day's travel.
Yeah, we presumably know that the soldiers are coming from some House Sham outpost or something. So
someplace where they're collecting fresh beetles and
as we know, the beetles are harmless before then. So it seems like the Defiler dude is the dude.
He's the source.
He's the dude.
Yeah.
He's the man.
So we gotta go to Caldene.
All right.
Oh.
So I'm going. You go there. You travel 10 miles to the south.
Did we see any cactuses along the way?
You see 0 cacti. I will read this text and then we will end.
But we take a short detour into Tecnocticlan, apparently.
The skeleton of Caldene looms before you in the reddening dusk, surrounded by blowing clouds of dust. You've already passed ruined buildings and small fortifications, the ancient fields and defenses of the city. Scattered among the weathered road are the skeletons of hundreds of people, soldiers, merchants, slaves, and craftsmen, tools and weapons. In one inn you find dust-filled bowls and plates laid out for a feast, with the revelers slumped in their seats. Whatever happened to Caldene struck swiftly and without warning. The city is almost completely ruined, but you can still make out the looming shape of a dark ziggurat in the center of the city. And then we will end there.
Forever. That's the end of the adventure.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Well,
We all level up.
You have learned that life doesn't always have satisfying conclusions.
In fact, it never does. When Scott's in charge.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's not very nice. Tony.
It'll never end, and that's why. Because we won't. We'll lose.
Next time we play. Last time for this adventure.
I think you've said that before.
Sure.
I know, but this time I mean it.
This time for sure.
Unless you do some crazy stuff.
Hey,
That means we're on the right
Well,
track.
then we'll be ending in 6 more sessions.
Yeah.
Watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat.
Nobody tried to kill us at
I have
Fort
a
Melodar.
rabbit. Someone want my rabbit? I have.
No one wants the
I
rabbit.
have an entire
Vicious.
other adventure next, so whenever we are playing again, we'll have more to do.
Can anybody else hear her rabbit skull, or is it just her?
Other people can hear it. So all throughout your travels, everyone has been insulted by this rabbit skull.
Oh my god.
It's
So
just
I think
continually.
the rabbit skull is my favorite thing in the
Unless
adventure.
someone's looking at it,
I'm
it
gonna
will
make it
continue
into
to insult you.
Can I make it into I'm making it into a necklace.
So
Okay.
the first
Then
episode of Eglass Angels posted on January 29th. So assuming we
Oh.
play in January, we will really have
Make
wrapped
a full
around.
circle.
Yeah.
See, there you go. That's
Time
the
If we can get this adventure done before the boy with a knife riff hits.
Yeah, that's the real question.
I'd just like to point out that I rushed to get my riffs in on deadline.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's totally worth it.
Oh.
I'm just saying the next.
I worked hard on that riff.
The
You'll get
next
full
Steve,
credit.
the next Steve Lutz deadline will be met with a laugh instead of with a.
There were some
Laughing
quality
over.
boy with knife jokes in there. Is all I'm saying.
So that's it
That's it.
for this edition of Total Party Kill, and the video will get shut off by Scott at some point here. Goodbye.
That's my.
Maybe
Shut off the
Stop
video.
saying
Scott.
that.
He's recording.
Uh-oh.
You fool.
Save your recording.
For some reason, my magic
recording.
trackpad has stopped responding.
Oh dear.
Great.
Wow.
I cannot shut off the video.
We'll be stuck here forever.
Forever.
You're trapped in this Google Hangout.
I need to find a mouse.
Wow. I feel like General Zod. If only these little windows could spin.
Guilty.
Phantom Zone.
Guilty.
Aha! I found a mouse.
Is it a real mouse?
It's just a mouse skull and it insults him every time he does anything.
Jason, you want to give us a link for the upload place?
Bases everything on his real life.
Sure.
That's true.
So will it be in the new year, I guess?
All right.
Like January?